Football. For the love of the game.
Hello guys, so let me just come and say something very quickly. So Nigeria, in case you don't know, uh, Nigeria has failed to qualify for the World Cup for the first time in the history of Nigeria. So since 1991, Nigeria has always been part of the team that will fly the flag, you know, at any World Cup. Since 1991 in China, we were there. 95, we were there. In 1999, Nigeria also qualified. 19, 2003, Nigeria qualified. 2007, Nigeria qualified. 2011, Nigeria qualified. 2015, Nigeria qualified. 2019, Nigeria qualified. 2023, Nigeria qualified. But now, for the first time in the history of Nigeria, Nigeria has failed to qualify for the FIFA World Cup. And this is going to be the first time that Nigeria men and women team will fail to qualify in the same cycle. So that is the new reality. I don't want to come here and say that I told you. I don't like to put that statement that I told you. But some of you that are listening to me now, you will know that we won. See, I was nearly in tears when I watched the team play the first half, and I was live with my friends, and I told them that Nigeria will not qualify. Yeah, they are, see, let me just put it. People just know I don't watch football past emotion. Make I just put it that way. So that's why when I see baby analysts or baby journalists, trying to talk, about Nigerian football, I just laugh because I understand that some of them might probably be looking for, how to survive and things like that, and they want to belong. But see, we don't see. And I can tell you that from the beginning, people abused me, maybe Hybrid or Mobalaji can come back and listening to all these things now. They know, when we said this thing that there's no way there, some of you actually would nearly embarrass us. Now, if the heaven will fall now, the heaven is now falling on all of us. So nobody here, you can see that did not hear us talk about these things. See, the reality of it is this. This is the worst performance of any Nigerian female team in the history of Nigeria. And if I'm a journalist now there, that I'm asking Mandugu the question today, I will tell him that what do you want Nigeria to remember you for? As the first coach not to qualify Nigeria for the World Cup. See, guys, you guys, see, I don't know why when I came, people say, oh, you are too like critics. Even some people even call me propaganda analyst, Some people call me propaganda analyst, say I'm because I'm speaking against the authority. They call me propaganda analyst. It's not. See what's in Peking. Go climb ladder. Go see. Elder. Go see him. Why when sitting down. So sometimes that's the reason why I just look at people and see it's now on us. It's now on us. That's the reality. So, and the reality is this: if you don't know, some players will retire from the national team. They will stop playing for the Super Falcons because what is the point? See, let me just start with lineup. Alozie left back, Chiamaka Nadozie goalkeeper, Oali Andimeyi, Oali Andimeyi. Central defense, right back, what's it called? Shukrat Adapo. Midfield, Ajibade, Echejine, and I and Abiodun up front, Uchenakanu, Oshuala, and Odega. See, let me start with the lineup first. The lineup is that when we came here and told you that he's keeping malice with some of his players. Some of you say, "Oh, don't do that." So he believed that some players in that team they're not playing for him again. So he said, "You know what? All those players like Wisla Babajide, Esther Kronko, Tony Pay, he would have also dropped Alozie and do, but there's no direct replacement, for them. He can't play Gloria Ogbonna, directly because Ogbonna is not a player. He cannot play Sigrat Wisa. So he just realized that, you know what? The players that actually would have direct replacement for, let me take out the foreign born players. So he believed that the foreign born players, they are the one responsible, for him. And, for me, I think Justin Mandugu is a wicked man. Let me just put it that way. Justin Mandugu is a wicked man. He's a wicked man. See, I can tell you that one for the fact. Okay, he's a wicked man. That's what I said. Some people are not patriotic. They're not patriotic at all. See, this is Nigeria. This is not you. This is not Adamawa State. This is Nigeria. See, no matter how it is, Nigeria should be number one first. Get us out of this problem. Then we can fight after. You cannot be fighting players on the pitch. You cannot do that. And if Justin Madugu say, you know what? Let me tell you something there. There's no shame in putting your hand up at Peter Yananu cannot good enough. Betty Votes. It happened to him in 2008 when we lost to Ivory Coast in the first game. And we drew against Mali in the second game. Nigeria was on the verge of not qualifying for the quarterfinals. You know what he did? He called the senior players. How will they take do this thing? How will they take do this thing? And after we beat Benin Republic 2-0 in the third game and we progressed to quarterfinal. Some of you remember the AFCON. Betty Votes. That was it Betty Votes? Yeah, it was Betty Votes. That was 2008 in Ghana. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing there that man you call these guys, these girls, guys. How you take do this thing? I beg. But because he's so stubborn and he's so incompetent, so he wants to put his mark. For example, now put his mark here. Say that Naim do this thing. Sacked. You want to get rid of the senior players in the team. Look at it now. What has happened today? Look at what has happened today. You have used your greedy ambition to finish Nigerian football. Now, what did I even want to say? We know that they wrote list for him. That's why I said that some of you are too nice here. I'm not saying you should be a violent person, but sometimes put these people in their place. Odega was forced on him to play. So, like someone like Ijamilusi. So the problem is so bad. I don't know. So let me just tell you that it's so bad. It's so bad. I said in that first half, there was nothing in that first half. No plan, no organization, nothing. South Africa, this is the worst South African team I've ever seen an AFCON tournament. WAFCON. Imagine Nigeria lost 3 games in this WAFCON. It has never happened before in the history of Nigeria. In the history of Nigeria, it has never happened before in the history of Nigeria. And, I don't know the type of, I don't know. See, it pained me today that This is another generation gone. The way Super Eagle left. You know, I see this is so bad. I don't know exactly how to describe it. I don't know exactly how to describe it. If you guys like the video, guys, like the video, like the video, like the video. I just want to bring people. I want to leave very soon. I don't want to stay here for so long. So if you want to join, I'm gonna put a link. Some of you say you mentioned Guzo, mentioned anybody here that talk nonsense. Now pure blocking. Pure blocking. I don't play today. Now pure blocking. We talk, say, let's support our own. Where is Victor Ademola now? Say, let's support our own. Where is our own? Lead us to now. We said these things several times without number. I made video in 2025. Come here to say that this man is not good enough. This man is not good enough. And some of you think that I have ulterior motive. What did the man want to eat in his life? What did the man want to eat in his life? Give this thing, support this thing. You say funny bone. So Munachi, you are here again, Super Eagle, Super Falcons, I don't know.
See, I don't need you to get angry. You're not meant to get angry with this thing. I understand that it's the end of an era, but it is good that it happened this way. I've been laughing. I've just been laughing on X since I've been watching the match and I've been laughing. Everybody, someone was saying they will go and wipe them 4-0. Someone said 3-0. I looked at the first half, just like you said, no plan, no tactics, no organization. In fact, I even had to watch his pre-conference, and he was threatening Nigerians that he's going to sue anybody that saw his name or that does this. Oga, hold your hand up, say you know good. You are not good enough. I, it's good it happened like this, so it's good. I like it like this. Let it now be an avenue. I don't know, and I don't know if this guy will be ashamed. Both the Senate's on sports committee that went there and Guso and all that is bet. I even like it. Nobody should go anywhere. There is no going to Brazil. There is no money for you to waste and steal. Stay back. Even if it means end of era, stay back. We have to fix our football. That is the problem. And that is the solution, I mean. We have to fix our football. We have to start from the scratch again. Because as it is now, the next AFCON is then Victor Osimhen and Alex Iwobi. If we'd like, we should not win that one. We'll just be dwindling and dwindling and dwindling. It's sad, but again, we have been riding our luck since. I remember that interview with Wardrum that IoT did, and he said there will come a time that Nigeria will not qualify for the World Cup. He said it. Everybody was insulting him. Wardroom said it. I went back there again because I knew that he said something. So I went back there. I went to that interview. I listened to everything verbatim. He said it that day. What was his crime?
When I was IoT, that day, I listened to that podcast. I was in the gym there. I was trying to talk with her. He said it. I have to rewind it back again. He said 1 year. 1 year, just 1 year after he said it, Nigeria has failed to qualify for the World Cup. When there are 6 spots in Africa, when there's only one before Nigeria qualify. There's now 6 spots. The 10-time African champion, 10-star, have failed to qualify for the World Cup. And you know what is happening is this. He's saying that he will fight to remain in his position. Both Mandugo and Guzo. Thank you for your time. Any final thoughts from you?
Like I said, it's time. They used to say this is the popular word. It's time to go back to the drawing board. Let's start with our 8th grade football again. It is dying. I don't know of all these I was looking at one video on Instagram and I saw under 10s. I don't know if I look for it, if I see it, I'll send it to you on Instagram. Under 10s, they were playing. It was Cote d'Ivoire and DR Congo. I don't know where we can even start from joining this thing so that we can develop our football again. It will take time, but we'll be there.
Sanusi is the coach of Super Falcons.
It will take time. Oh, I understand it will take time, but we'll get there again if we do the right thing. That's my final thought, anyways.
Oh, thank you.
All right. All right,
thank you.
Just don't get angry. Sleep well. Sleep well.
See, that to me, Eta. I go chop. I go chop.
All right then.
Thank you. That's Munachi. So I have Titus and Dr. Alan here quickly before I bring on Umbo Henry. So I know a lot of people want to talk. So Titus, let me hear from you quickly. Here.
Hello. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you, Titus. Yeah.
Okay. So I know happy. But on the other hand, I came here the last time and told you that I live in Brazil and I'm waiting to watch these girls in Brazil. That will not happen. That will not go happen at all. But this is a consequence of poor management and poor administration from Nigeria. I was in Nigeria. I don't remember when. I think it was 2012 or 2010. I don't remember when I went to. I was living in Kano. I went to Kano Pillars Stadium that time to watch Kano Pillars versus Heartland in CAF Champions League semi-final.
Yes, I remember.
Yeah. When was the last time a Nigerian club reached a semi-final of the CAF Champions League?
Yes, that was last time. Yeah.
Yeah. So when was the last time Nigeria played in Under-17 World Cup?
2019. That was 7 years ago now.
I don't really blame the administration alone because it takes two to tango sometimes. I also blame the players. And when I say the players, I mean everybody, the men and the women. In a professional environment, you as a worker, you as a staff, you have to set a standard. And if that standard is not met, you have to do something, protest, don't show up. For this, we have seen South Africa stage a protest. This Catalana and Motlalo, there was a time they refused to play for the national team because their standard was not being met. We have seen it from Spain, the world champions, these women. They set a standard and the standard was not being met and they staged a protest. We have seen it from even the US women national team. They staged. It is not about sitting down and refusing to leave, but deciding not to show up for work if your standard is not being met. And this is football. Imagine these people at administrative positions, they cannot take the heat if it goes to the media that such things are happening. So I kind of blame the players or seamen, these big boys in the federation, that they are taking the bare minimum. I follow the women and the men basketball team. I don't see these things with them. I don't think that those women in the Tigres team, I don't think they will take bare minimum from the basketball federation in Nigeria.
Yeah.
Because those women are from a different class. So I'm not happy, but we need to do better. And when I say we, everybody, I cannot come and start blaming only the NFF president. But if you don't set a standard for him to meet, and it is poor because it is not just happening for the women; it is also happening for the men. Our Nigerian league is they just drew the Champions League and CAF Champions League preliminary rounds. Nigerian clubs there. I doubt if a Nigerian club will make it to the group stage, and if they do, will they come out from the group? This is 2026, so this is 2026. This is not in 2006. We need the football is getting better. You see Malawi, you see even Botswana. I am not sure we can beat Botswana like this. Or no. Okay.
Yeah.
That is
Any final thoughts from you? Yeah. What's way forward?
The way forward is everybody need to come together. This is not the work of just the NFF president. Everybody need to come together. We need to make a stand. This is Nigeria. We have won. We are the most champion in U17. We are the most champion for the women in Africa. We have won a CAF for the AFCON for the men. We need to come together and set a standard for ourselves. It's not just set a standard for the president, but we as a country, we need to say this is what we have. Because this is football. This is not politics with Europe and Asia, North America. This is us, Nigeria alone. It is troublesome.
Yeah. Thank you, Titus, for your time. Thank you. I didn't hear that properly very well. Thank you for your time. But just hope that things actually was changed. Dr. Allen, can you hear me? You can unmute yourself.
Yeah, okay. You can hear me?
I can hear you, but it's slightly low. You can talk louder.
How about now?
Yeah, it's better.
Okay. Yeah. It's a sad day for Nigeria. In fact, when I saw the lineup, why will a right-thinking coach start Oshuala and Odega? In what world? In what world? And then you take out Odega, you bring in Jamulusi from fry pan to fire. I was like, is this man really? I don't know. Who is this weapon fashioned against this super? I mean, this is so disgusting. I was not shouting on my screen that what is this, for Christ's sake? What is this? We're even open. Okay, they can pick this ticket. Look at how Ghana played. They went down 1 goal, but they came back. They fought for that thing. And I was expecting, okay, fine, you play the first half. After the first half, Odega should be off completely. Oh my God. Gift Monday was on the bench. Tony Penn was on the bench. Risola was on the bench. In what world? In what world are you keeping these people on the bench for what? My God. In fact, I support the last caller that said the girls should. In fact, I know Olympic qualifying starts, is it not October or so?
October.
There should not be any Olympic. They should not even venture to go and play for anything until two things happen. The coach will go, and then the NFF will go. If those two things are not happening, they should not bother to come for any game or whatever. That could dabaru everything. Since they want to dabaru everything, we'll dabaru everything. Then we'll start, Yoruba says, when everything scatter, then we begin to pick it. I think that is the stage we are in now. Nothing like sorry, okay, there's no patching. This is the lowest we have gone, and let's stay here. Let's scatter everything. And let's begin to pick one or two things together. The first thing that will happen, the coach should go. And then the NFF, that man should not, in fact, he should not come back. If they try to come back, let us riot and protest against that. Let the girls, I think the girls have been keeping quiet. I think this is now they need to come out and say their mind. Others saying it and hiding, no, they need to, no.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. I just hope that things actually was changed. I don't know, maybe if otherwise it actually was there. Okay.
Let me just add one last thing. I don't want anybody that will come here and mention any player. In fact, oh no, I'll be commenting on them. Anybody that comes on this line and begin to mention any player, she didn't do this. No. Nothing. If the food you are eating is sweet, it is the chef who cooked the food that makes it be sweet.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Thank you. All right. Thank you. I just thank you very much. I'm very passionate about it. about this thing. But Dr. Alan, you can leave the meeting all through because some people are trying to join and the studio is already full. So I want to see how I can actually what. So let me just take some super that quickly, Dr. Alan, you can leave. You can leave the studio. Okay, maybe I can kick you out of the studio. Okay, let me kick Dr. Alan from the studio because of so that people can actually watch. I just take super chat quickly, I just folks apologies. So it's that so how did a man from FA became NFF president? How did we get here? Can can we start discussing about kicking the out aging bias from our football? See, let me tell you something. There is fight between NSC and the NFF. So I don't need to tell you that one. There is big fights because the NSC wanted all the board of the NFF to go. There's a fight. Let's just put it that way. They want all the board to pack their load, but they are fighting. That's why Abdudingi is part of Guso's friend. He was brought to Morocco, Like he was trying. They are trying to fight to stay. I know. I'm here, So they are trying to also double cross. Maybe president should not interfere with all this is actually what's happening, but they don't want people to talk about it. Even if it's to world carrying sacrifice, they don't want people to talk about it, but we'll talk about it. Cut off funding from the NFF so the board will leave. That bonding thing, I don't know, because these people, this is not polo. Stop tribalism in our football. Yeah, I agree with you. Tribalism. In fact, people are not playing religious cards, they are playing ethnic cards. It's bad. We need nationwide scouting. Our talent, they waste. Okay. Just going to say that Esther and Risola were both crying on the bench. In the same word, it will be investigated. It is a shame. This kind of it is a shame the kind of country Nigeria has turned out to be. I have to be honest with you. So when we come out to talk here, some people will now since Madugu lost, they have not. I've not seen any comment here from them. Ivory is in asylum. Hiding under his duvet. They cannot see any comment here now. Where is Obabalaji too? They are both hiding somewhere. They cannot comment. They cannot comment again now. It's not about anti-Nigeria. It's not about that we don't believe in Nigeria. Some of us are even more patriotic than you. It's because we need to do the right thing. Yeah? To do the right thing. It's not. I said this thing in the qualifiers against Benin Republic. One journalist, he's a friend of Homeway, said that nothing is happening. Can you see? That person might be watching now. Will go and hide somewhere and bury his head in shame because of this load uprising. Clearly. So let me just bring people up quickly. Okay, Chris is number one. We can boo and if quickly. If is going out. So then Chris, you are next. Okay, yeah. So let me start. Let me hear from you quickly so that.
Let me hear because I have to go out. They said they started the events I'm going for, and I just told them to hold on that I would try and rush down.
Okay, let's go. Yeah.
So I have a feeling, I don't know, there's this video I sent to you, my TV interview on Monday, when I said the best thing was to sack Maduku, get Ashley to talk to the girls, they will select themselves and they'll win this game. Mm-hmm. I think they already told him that they were going to sack him. So what he did today was very deliberate. Nobody can convince me otherwise. No. You can't convince me otherwise. Because let's even say a coach does not learn from the lesson of last WAFCON, where Ohale's lack of pace cost us that penalty. There's no how you play. Go and check the only reason this is the first time my opposition analysis will come late. I didn't post it until today and was very late. And it was because I spent extra time getting to understand the weakness and the strength of South Africa and what we should do. Please go and check it. Even my formation, I detailed how we're supposed to take charge of that midfield to ensure that they do not take it from us. I don't have to be a coach. It is common sense. It is common sense. So I think he deliberately pressed the self-destruct button today because they told him he was going to be sacked regardless. And that was why I said sack him immediately. Don't wait till today. I can bet you with anything with Ashley and those girls. The girls know themselves. They know the starting level. They know the ones that can come in at some point if they're having issues. But when you leave them a coach, you add to their burden because they are forced to play with people that they know. Someone said, "Oh, this player was not passed to this player." I said, because they know the player is a liability. Let's be honest. They know themselves. So it's adding to their burden. There's a difference between you are not doing well and you are making life harder despite not doing well. That's what Madugu was doing. You do not leave certain players. The 3 players I highlighted today were the ones that came to hurt us. Go and check what I did with opposition analysis. The 3 players. You don't leave those players anyhow. You need a watertight defense. Alozie played that. I've never seen Alozie played like she was possessed today. She played from an unfamiliar terrain, even Oladipo. So why don't you just make it easy to tighten the midfield, center backs, and let Uchebe play with Demehi? Abiodun wasn't doing bad. I would have left her with Echegini and play Tony Payne to be a creative outlet. Abiodun was clearing and forwarding anyhow today. Once I saw the 3, go and check my post when I saw the 3 up front. You are pairing in this generation, in this day and time against South Africa. You are pairing Oshoala and Odega. Do we look like a joke to you? It was deliberate. He set up those girls to fail because they already told him he was going to lose his job. That's why I said sack him. Don't wait till Thursday. Let him go. It's not rocket science. It's not rocket science. He never contributed anyway to the ladies anyway. He never contributed to these ladies. He never added value. No tactical session, no blueprint, nothing. So why are you making it hard for them by allowing him choose the wrong players? Odega went out, Jamilusu came in. I'm like, are you for real? And I think another thing, I've posted that video. He has a bias against players of Nigerian descent, and people do not understand. That's why I had to post the video, because that video, I've kept it for over 1 year. I knew a day like today was going to come. So he deliberately left most of those players out. He couldn't have fielded anybody in the place of Jennifer. Nobody would have played Alozie's position. That was the only 2 he left, and he never brought any one of them back into a substitution. You are playing South Africa. South Africa was not playing power play with us, and they never do. They explore the spaces. That's where you need technical players that can think on their feet. So Risola is on the bench, Okoroko is on the bench, Tony Payne is on the bench. I'm like, I want to give South Africa. We're joking. Honestly, look at that. Listen, I just told myself, I beg, nothing will spoil my outing today. I must go. Otherwise, if I did not prepare my mind, I know I won't be able to go anywhere again today. I saw it and I'm like, except these girls can pull a miracle. But if you want to pull a miracle, you would even have the right players to pull that miracle without the input of the bench. He was yelling from the beginning of the match. He was distracting the players. He was groaning. I'm like, are you for real? So everything that could go wrong went wrong today. I feel for Alozie. I feel for Abiodun. These are the players that I saw that they played like there was no tomorrow. I feel for Jennifer. You play Jennifer again on the wing, and we do not have a number 10 to create chances. We do not have a number 10 that can link up with the attack. So he played for players. Honestly, nobody can convince me otherwise. I think the people he sends to beg them already gave him a feedback that not because NFF was looking for sacrificial lamb anyway. They needed somebody to sacrifice because they are under fire. And that's why I said on Monday, I sent you that video. I'll get someone to help me cuss that part out. Unpopular opinion, sack him immediately. Let the girls do this job. Get Ashley on the phone with the girls. I can bet you today would have been a different ballgame. You are bringing Odega to start a game against South Africa. Do we look like a joke to them? You're not taking out, bringing Jamilusi. Like, are we kidding? He kept those players of Nigerian descent on the bench deliberately. Because there are some things I'm not even going to say on the live anyway. But it was very deliberate. You don't play Africa with power, grit, and strength. You play them with common sense. You play them with those that are technically gifted, those with football acumen, the football genius. So we lost before we kicked the ball. We're now begging for penalty. I said, I've never seen Super Falcons this. They were jittery in the first half. I said, in my entire life, I've never watched Super Falcons this jittery before. They were under pressure. Even Amaka was commanding and shouting. I'm like, I've never seen them this bad before. I feel for the girls, though. That's why I can't even blame anybody. I can't blame any of the legitimate players anyway, not all those racket players. Because the racket players are the problem. They forced their way into the team. They bribed their way into the team. They did backdoor arrangement to the team. Now they've destroyed the chances of the legitimate players that have a future to build.
Huh?
They're not going to the World Cup. It's sad. A lot of the players, this is the golden generation. A lot of them are not going to any World Cup after this anyway.
Yeah.
But your greed, self-centeredness, borderline wickedness. I want to be there. I want to collect camp allowance. I want to collect bonus. I want to collect winning. They've destroyed the chances of the legitimate players. We've never missed World Cup before. And I said it. I sent you that in Smith-Lai. When it was under the contract, I said, from me, this man has a vote of no confidence. October 2025. And all the 3 questions I raised today are very valid. October 2025. One thing about football, you cannot cheat your way. Facts, figures, antecedents, everything. There was no way this guy would have taken them anyway. Never. But you know, Nigerians, once you are winning, everybody believes everything is all right. No, everything was not all right. What was the quality of opposition? We're cancelling international windows. The little ones we had, they were padding the league with all sorts of players that were bench warmers and playing in very strange leagues. So the girls never even had time. The good ones, the legitimate ones, never really had time to bond. So I told my friend this morning, I said, it's like the universe had already connived to destroy this present NFF, that they were going nowhere and nothing was going to give them a chance to have a word. I told my friend this morning, I'll send you the screenshot. Before this game, because she said she was scared. I said, me, I've taken my mind off. I forgot we were playing this game.
The spirit. Everybody.
I forgot too many times. So I had to set an alarm because my mind told me this way I might even forget there's a game. I'll just keep up and wake up and play the game. I'm telling you, it was that bad. I had to totally switch my mind off. I told her, I said, the universe seemed to have connived to ensure that this present NFF will go down so that football can start all over again.
Now you're talking.
Nothing is working, and the man has refused to leave. So what does he want to point at now that has achieved? The men, no World Cup. Women, no World Cup. Under 17, no World Cup. Under 20, no. Everybody, no World Cup. And somebody was threatening. I've seen I sent you the write-up that was shared.
Yeah.
Somebody was threatening Sokoto, what's it called? FA chairman.
Yeah.
That there's nothing the government should do. See, FIFA ban at this point fits Nigeria. And I'm yet to see that reasonable Nigerian that have said we should not be banned by FIFA. Everybody is tired. They are saying, you know what? Right now, we should embrace FIFA ban. Everybody.
What do we have? There's nothing we have next year. Let FIFA ban us now.
What? Even the dust in NFF, dust should go home. The dust in that office should go home. Everybody from head to toe. I feel for the girls, though. My heart really bleeds for them. So when I saw some of them crying, it really, really shook me. I'm like, they don't deserve this. They've always been the ones to lift our spirit.
The second cry in 4 days.
In 4 days. But I saw, we spoke now. I saw this happening.
Yeah.
I said, sack this man. Don't wait till Thursday. Sack this man. The handwriting was everything everywhere. Yeah, starting the one I saw before, I thought it was a joke, honestly. So when I saw people messaging me, I said, this is not a joke, because I got that hint like 2 hours before the game. I said it's not possible. So because Okoronkwo, what's it called, did not score that goal, our punishment is to sit on the bench. In a game we needed our creativity. Because you took Risola out in before 45 minutes. Our punishment too was to remain on the bench. We don't even know Tony Payne's fault anyway. A coach that thinks that way, archaic medieval age, thinking that way in this day and age, where you manage ego of players because you want them to keep you on the job. I think I told you something I can't say was in confidence about. I think I sent you this thing. The man does not even believe he needs help. He doesn't know. He doesn't even know there's something wrong with what he's doing. He doesn't know if there's something. I think I sent you that voice.
He to me.
He doesn't even know there's something wrong with what he's doing. So that's why I said sack him immediately. There was no point waiting till now. And I can bet you he will not resign. He will wait for him. He will wait to be sacked because he was begging for Thursday. Abi. Thursday has come now. The Thursday has come. Let's see what he will now still do.
Yeah.
Because we're already talking in terms of going through the playoffs as if he's the one taking them. I'm telling you, I'm like, he's like this. The time he was meant to be using to prepare the girls, he was busy threatening lawsuits. All those ones that went to eat leftover food were the ones that recorded. It wasn't part of the press conference, so recorded it, so I will release it. Person was supposed to fight for a job, they go threatening lawsuits, fighting, and telling that he can also do this and that. The job they gave, they have not even delivered. So he can now, at least he can leave the girls alone and face his lawsuit. I feel for the girls, honestly. Because this thing, over 1 year, I've been saying it. This man is not the coach these ladies need. You can't take them anywhere. He never adds value to them. But the girls were even willing to do the job without this. They want to make the selection.
Oh, let me hear from over quickly. I want to say something.
I need to go, Jerry.
Okay, all right.
If I know when next you are coming online, we could still talk about this.
No problem. I know you are tight with time today. Thank you.
All right, I'll still watch the video when I get back.
All right, thank you.
All right, bye.
Let me hear from you.
On a positive note, before I start the bad one, today is the beginning of Nigerian football to rise again. Mark it somewhere. You said this thing that happened today is very deep. God is the greatest. Anything that will happen, there must be a hand of God in it. Yes. Where should I start now? Okay. Concerning about this, I have already said it before, and we are not going to the World Cup.
You said it before from the start.
Yes, we are not going to the World Cup, and this will help Nigerian football to rise. Yes. The whole plan has scattered. The whole plan has scattered. The whole plan has scattered. And Madugu is not a coach. Yes, he is not a coach. The list that he presented today, he was not the one that presented the list. He was asked to put the list. And please, nobody should blame any players. Nobody. I beg in the name of God, nobody should blame any player. Even if they bring those players to play, South Africa will still win us. Even if they bring the whole player that he dropped, they will still win us. Why did I say so? Tell me the formation that Madugu is playing.
Yeah.
Tell me the formation. They said formation from the beginning. Tell me his plan B. Nothing. And you want to win South Africa. Today is the best game of South Africa.
Yeah, I think they play better today
than the best game of South Africa. Look at today is the best game of South Africa. It's not all about the girls. It's not nice that you gather ingredients to cook food, good ingredients, and you carry somebody who knows sabi cook. Tell us, you cook these ingredients. Don't look at the women the way you look at the men. Their mentality is different. women can never stay in a disorganized society. If you put them in a disorganized place, they can't organize. You have to bring somebody that is very organized to organize them the more. People are calling Rashidat this. Rashidat have not been like this. All of them have not been like this. If you carry another coach now and bring in now, you will see the best of Rashidat. You will not say, everybody will not say, oh, this is the person that caused it. Let me give an example. Finidi George. Let me give an example. Eric Chill. Is that not the same players that Finidi George was handling that Eric Chill is handling? Is that not the same players that Iguavon was handling that Eric Chill is handling? What changes? Is that not the same players that Randy Wardrod left the zombie? The better, the older, the better. Now, what is going on? Nobody should be angry. The thing is that anything that happened, there must be a hand of God in it. You see, this football, this football, we have the human aspect of it. We have the spiritual aspect of it. The human aspect of it, the physical, the physicality, the brown, the mental, everything. But we still have the spiritual aspect of it. If the spiritual aspect of it, if things are not united, it's a spiritual aspect of it. If the mind is not compatible with the physical, it's still spiritual aspect of it.
Yeah.
How can you come to the conference and you're shouting, and you're shouting, you're ranting? You can't tell us
Ombuenri. Why will you not shout? Maybe the people interviewing him, he called them to come and eat the remnant of the food the Falcons when they finish eating. Why would he shout? Maybe who is we will shout on them now. There's no thing. There's no integrity.
Tell me, how can a coach becoming a motivational speaker, you now begins to threaten somebody with lawsuit?
I know that I know you have a lot of I will see. I won't take it. I will see all you. Well, you have to ask me what to go. So Chris, you're there in a sec. Let me hear from you that you send me a text before the game starts. I saw the text. It was you that even said that. So this guy will start, but IoT, you did interview 1 year ago. I didn't pray about it. You didn't pray about it. When that man said that it's going to come to a time that Nigeria will not go to the World Cup. Now, we're out, IoT.
If you've ever gained weight before, you would know that while you're in the process of gaining weight, you don't really notice that you're gaining weight. One day, you just look in the mirror or you wear a shirt and you realize that the shirt does not size you again.
People will be telling you you're gaining weight. People will be telling
you that, exactly. You don't add. I can't even lie to you. When I interviewed Randy Wardrum a year ago, and he said that thing, I took it as, okay, this man knows what he's talking about because he's been in the system, he's been the coach. But I also just felt like that day is far away if that day is going to come. I just had this feeling that she's been at my Super Falcons now. That day is going to be so far in the future. I did not think that day would be in a year's time. I really did not think it would be in a year's time. For me, I think this is rock bottom for the Super Falcons. So when Humble Henry says this is the start of a new, dispensation for us, it can only go up from here. What is the lower that we want? The only lower that we can get is we don't qualify for WAFCON. Then we know that's a pioneer. So for me, this is like rock bottom already. So it can only get better from here, however little. As far as the game today, from the beginning, you could tell that. See, we've been saying we've been sounding like haters since last year, since even when we won the WAFCON, that our coach is just not up to par of what we need. From the lineup, I sent you that text.
Yeah.
Tell me how a player that you did not find useful in all your preceding matches, in the most important one, you suddenly trust that player to start. Make it make sense to me. Tell me how you are playing in a tournament of 6 matches and a coach is chopping and changing his lineup every single match. We just watched the Men's World Cup. Look at almost all the countries. At least 8 players that are in the lineup. Then you change 1 or 2 based on the team you're playing against, based on injury, suspension, form, those kinds of things. But you have the core of your team. This guy just kept chopping and changing, especially in the attack and in the midfield. Tell me why all of a sudden we're going into today's game. Uchebe, that has had 3 good performances, is now on the bench. I did a preview for the match. The things that we've seen South Africa concede throughout the tournament, all of a sudden Nigeria does not even try any of those things. We're not running at their center backs. We're not playing balls over the top. South Africans are not the tallest. Where is the opposition scouting? I understand even if you say, okay, we're good on the wings, we have good wingers. But if that's the case, you take Babajide off, you bring Uche Nakanu on. Uche Nakanu is not a winger. Uche Nakanu is a striker. If you want to play Uche Nakanu and Oshuala together, then play a 4-4-2. Let's know that you are playing 2 strikers and 2 wide players. But you bring Uche Nakanu, put her on the left, put Odega that has not played a single minute on the right for some reason. Uche Nakanu now doesn't provide us any width at all. She doesn't provide us any creativity from the left. And then Odega, she's still trying to get up to tournament speed. She's trying to relive her glory days. She's trying to take us back to 2010. It just was not any evidence of a coach that knew exactly what he was doing, or that knows his team, or that wants to win a game. It was a big shame. From the beginning, I was already nervous when I saw the starting 11, because I'm like, this coach clearly does not know what's going on. Clearly does not know what he's doing. And then go into the game. Okay, anything can happen. We didn't really create chances. If we were watching the game, we're not really creating any chances. And then we concede a goal on the counter-attack, just like we've been conceding on the counter-attack throughout this tournament. What happens? If you watch all my match reviews that I've been doing, one of the things that I've been talking about is our rest defense, our recovery defense. 2 fullbacks cannot be pushing up at the same time and leaving 1 center back to defend against whatever attacker that we have. You're playing against a team like South Africa that specifically, Thembi Kgatlana loves to attack the space. Both our fullbacks are advanced. They play the ball in. Magaya is behind Shukra Oladipo. Did you see Michel Alozie trying to keep up with Thembi Kgatlana? Kgatlana is 30 watts. Michelle, shout out to Michelle. We all love her. Michelle is like 26 or 27. Alozie was ahead of Kgatlana. Kgatlana ran from behind and went past her, got into the box, and was on mark to tap that ball in. I don't know if Alozie was somehow already tired, or if she just did not want it as much as Kgatlana wanted it. I don't know which one it is. But when I saw that, I was like, wow. The desire of Kgatlana at that age to still want to get into the box, Michelle just could not keep up with her. And somehow we had only 1 center back. There was our second center back. Defensive shape all over the place. Just no organization. That was not a team. That was a bunch of individuals. And like Humble Henry was saying, see, look, people say, oh, you're not criticizing this player, you're not criticizing that player. Look, you can criticize anybody you want to criticize. The team played bad. Players played bad. I agree. But just like I used to tell Man U fans, you keep blaming your players instead of you looking at your coach. Because another coach will take this same group of players and will produce better outputs. Another coach will do that. The players, see, Ajibade did not suddenly become a bad player. Echegini did not suddenly become a bad player.
Yeah.
Okay. I wanted to ask IoT. I want to tell you, IoT, after this podcast, right? I want you to go back to our group stage, right? If you can take time to watch those games, right? They don't have formation. Not in this same pattern. Nothing. Go and watch it. You'll be crying.
Just shapeless, disorganized. And it's a shame the fact that we're coming from 2023, where we went to the World Cup, and that was the most organized Super Falcons that we've ever seen, most disciplined, well-trained team. 2024, we went to the Olympics, and people were criticizing because we were losing narrowly against the likes of Spain, against the likes of Brazil, against the likes of Japan. People were criticizing us for losing small margin against those countries. Now, we cannot get past, with all due respect, Malawi are in the final, but we are dropping to Malawi. We're dropping to Cameroon. We're dropping to South Africa. Like, we've gone so far backward. And again, when we tell people that last WAFCON win, that was the desire, the will of the players, because they knew the significance. Like I said to Milai the other day on Monday, they were not only playing for themselves, they were playing for the future of women's football in Nigeria in general at that last WAFCON. And they achieved it. This tournament did not come with the same level of we have to get it done, because they've done it already. This generation had already done it. So this tournament for them was a more relaxed tournament, where it's like, okay, let's go and let's try to win. But it wasn't the same fire in their bellies like at the last WAFCON. And we could see it. And then when you don't have a coach the coach cannot motivate the players, the coach cannot give the players a tactical edge, the coach cannot set the players up for success, where are we going to go? When you fail to prepare, you prepare to fail. The NFF too. Shebi, our president was telling us that teams are scared of playing us. Is this what they were scared of? Is this what they were scared of? Because right now, it looks as if any half-decent team can beat us. That's the way it looks. Any half-decent team. Ivory Coast will trust their chances against us. Ghana will trust their chances against us. Tanzania will trust their chances against us. Algeria will trust their chances against us. Any team right now would believe that they can beat us.
I'm scared of Comoros. Honestly, I'm almost beat Sudan. See, this we because the way these Falcons perform, they have like currency. They have these coins that we go back. Oh, they are very good team. But when they start the game, that is when we know that after the first half, they were there. So that because I don't understand. I don't understand. And so I want to ask you a question. So if this is something that this could be like a moment of madness for Justin Madugu. Do you think that they have sacked him? They told him already that he's going. That's why he said, you know what, I'm going. Let me.
I don't want to believe that. I want to believe that even though he's a bad coach, I want to believe that he's still a professional. It's like, even if tomorrow, if your job should come and give you a 2-week notice, you still have to give them a decent job for the next 2 weeks. It doesn't mean that you will suddenly sabotage. I don't want to believe that he could have done that. But let me tell you, I forgot to say this earlier. See, from his recent comments in the press conferences, you could tell that we were playing with a defeated coach. We were playing with a coach that was really, really feeling the pressure, and the pressure was getting to him, and he was already losing the plot. The coach started getting mad at the media, getting mad at everybody, saying it's unfair that people are criticizing him. It's unfair that people are saying this about him. He's going to sue this person. He's going to sue this media person for saying one thing or the other. The man was a defeated man already. When somebody is making comments like that, you are under pressure. You are a defeated man. You are a defeated man. So it was clear that there was not much that he had left to give us. And I know people, it's easy to say, oh, yes, we're knocking on him while he's down. But the reality of it is that this is consistent, the things that we've been seeing, even while he was up. But then it looked like we were stupid because, oh, you're talking about this thing while he's doing well. What are you talking about? But there are clear signs that we could see. The lack of input has always been glaring. Today's match, we're losing 1-0. You are making substitutions. You make like-for-like changes. You bring on, I think he took off Oshuala, brought on Omewa, took off Abiodun, I think, and brought on Christy Uchebe. You make like changes. No change in setup, no change in strategy, no change in tactics. Just, oh yeah, you are tired. Abiodun, you're on the yellow card. Yeah, come off. Oshuala, okay, you're tired. Come off. Bring people in the same position to do the same thing that you've been doing for 62 minutes that was not working. No ideas. Even the games where we were chasing and he brought on a second striker, you did not see a clear shape. You did not see a clear idea. Nothing. Players don't know where to be. On the ball, off the ball, everybody looks confused. Oladipo gets the ball and she's not sure where to go, who to pass to. Alozie was even fighting hard today. You even want to give her some credit. But at the end of the day, she was caught up, out of position a few times because she's not a natural left back. See, I have to go.
Okay.
But it's a big shame. This is as low as it gets. I don't think it can get much lower than this. I hope that our football does not. This men not going to the World Cup, women not going to the World Cup. Me that I was planning to be on the beaches of Rio de Janeiro next year. Look at me now. But it's a shame, man. I feel for the players. You know, obviously you guys know that I like the players a lot. I love the Super Falcons. I feel for the players. Everybody has a bit of blame to hold, but for me, the largest blame goes to the NFF and to the head coach. And then the players obviously are the ones that are there to do the job, so you have to hold some blame as well. But yeah, let's see how many players retire. Let's see how many players step down. Let's see.
You mentioned retiring.
Yeah. I think, at this point, no more World Cup. Us naturally, with all due respect to her, you want to go to another WAFCON and play your 9th WAFCON is unnecessary. You might as well just retire. Let the next generation take over. Odega too at this point might as well just retire. Let the next generation take over. Coach Madugu might as well just resign. You've tried. You won one tournament. Let somebody else come and try their hand. A revamp is needed, but let's see how that goes, man. Thank you very much, guys.
Sorry, before you go, let me just ask you a question before you go. So, based on what has happened with these girls, do you think that this is the final nail in the coffin of the NFF?
In a sane, you know what they say, in a sane climb. If it was not Nigeria, I would have said, for sure the NFF admission has to go. But like, as I'm talking to you like this, I cannot beat my chest and say Guso will not still be the president at this time next year. I can't beat my chest and say it because we're not the ones voting. It's based on whatever the FA chairman and all these people decide to do. And all it takes, person don't consume me, but a little bit of this and that on the side, and you get their votes,
Yeah.
So for me, let's see what happens. Yeah,
don't be scared of Sue because you have back to you. Thank you. Thank you. So, Ombre, final thought, please, Ombre, final thoughts.
Okay. My own thing is this. It is so sad. It is so sad for me. It is so sad. Professionals, you carry zombie as a coach. No formation. Nothing. Player that we are very best. It's not declining under your own watch. That's so bad. Under your own watch. That is so bad for me. And for him, I want a lawsuit. Let him come and sue me. Yes, I want. Please tell him to come and sue me. Let me consult my lawyers. If the lawsuit will be somewhere else, no problem. Let him come. But it's already a defeated man. I don't know. I don't know what he will say. I don't know what he will say at the press conference.
Yeah. It's crazy. I know. Thank you, Ombre.
You're welcome.
So the man should resign, or you be arrested. Hi, please let me hear from you, Chris. I think I see. Where is Christy Patrick? Yeah, Chris, let me hear from you, Chris.
Man, I'm listening to everybody here, bro. Like, I will forgot what I wanted to say.
You forgot.
Yeah, man.
That's so that we can wrap it up here.
But anyways, see, if I really say what I want to say now, some people will come here now and start saying, "Don't call them animals. Don't say this." what you say.
So that you're like the man from Malaysia, because it's metaphor. It's a metaphor.
You understand? Like under Ibrahim Malu, I have watched twice.
What a one monkey bad man.
Like I'm here looking at South Africa, making fun of Nigeria. Like I'm seeing South Africa and laughing at the fact that they have denied us, stopped us from going to the World Cup 2 times.
Twice.
Twice. That like there's something they say on Twitter, say that they poo for our head, like they don't shit on our head like this and rub the shit on our face.
Yeah. You're right, too. Twice.
Twice they have put on our face like this with pride, like they're like you like I don't if anything at all, like if anything at all, just for these two things alone, Ibrahim Goshu is not supposed to be sleeping this night. I swear to God. Like he's not supposed to be sleeping this night, like this night, like this now. His house, like these people are in front of his house, like he can't sleep this night. Like the thing is that I never even know where we're playing today. I just came up from work, opened my Twitter, and I saw that I saw a post of Ibrahim Malou and his other Malous speaking to the WAFCON girls about the game. So I went to I said they're playing today. I went to check, and then I saw South African players celebrating. I'm like, what's going on? That's when they scored the first goal. I said, okay, let me try and watch and see what's going to happen. But I know nothing's going to happen because I saw the way they played against, against Cameroon. I saw the way they played against Malawi. There is no direction. There is nothing. There is no pattern. Like it's like Gidibo football. Like there's no identity. We have no freaking identity. Like a humblehead is here talking about spiritual whatever, bro. What spiritual? What? I don't understand what you're talking about, bro. Like what exactly are you waffling about? That spiritual, this one. What is that, bro? We need proper action. We need people to do something about this thing. You see, the thing is this: people think that this is the lowest. You will be surprised how low it will go. You will be surprised how low it's going to get if you don't do anything about it. I'm talking about FIFA. If FIFA ban us, nothing's going to change, bro. Because these people, for me, the way I've seen it, it's like a cult. So they have made up their mind that this is who they are. Nothing can change. Even if FIFA ban, the people unban us and unban us, they will act like I see they're doing something good the first year. After that year, they're back to who they are before. So it's nothing about FIFA banning. What we need is that one like a lie. I know the other you were on live with what's his name with OJB, and I told OJB that if you really care about Nigerian football, break bottom or show Nico head when you see him. But no, like jokes apart, like for me, I don't like all of us here. See the time. This is like 1 a.m. here in Germany. I don't know. Smith, probably late in your sleep.
It's past
See the time. See the time we're investing in this thing, bro. Like we can't allow some bunch of old guys that have no this thing just take the joy out of what we have, loved and enjoyed for so long, bro. Like this is sad, man. This is really sad. Like this is really sad. Like there's really no place there's really no grade in Nigerian football that you can look at and say, okay, I finish this one whole body. There's nothing. The day these girls these girls lost to Cameroon, that same day our boys they collect 3-1 from Burkina Faso.
4-1.
4-1 from Burkina Faso. Like it's like a clown show, and these guys still have the guts to come to this thing. See, for me, I just feel like the only people that can save our Nigerian football, for me, is the ex-players that really care about this team. They are the only ones that can do it. They are the ones that have to do something about it. And I'm not talking about WAFCON. I'm not talking about that class of 96 because those ones are useless. If you kind of things now, we should be seeing people like Olise do something about it. But the only thing he cares about is to put confusion in among our players. Talking about Osimhen, talking about Lukman. That's the only thing he wants to do and talk about. For like it's sad, man. Like for me, it's really like that day that we lost those two games, the Flying Eagles and that one. That day, like he just came like Semak. I don't even notice he won't talk that day. So I sent you a message on Instagram that day. Like it was really for me. Like there's nothing, and the only person now that we can look to say, okay, he can do something. Like he's even trying to do something is Eric Chell. I see even the Eric Chell too. These people are still doing nonsense with him.
Yeah, they have not renewed his contract. So the issue is that I think he also see the handwriting probably on the wall that Amaju have not been able to come out now. So they were waiting for Nigeria to beat Africa. Okay, you know what? We have small currency now. We can still qualify. But still do this thing. They have small currency. But what is happening now? I think this is probably finally in the coffee. But Chris, the issue is this. I want to ask you this question. You can see it coming. I can see it coming. Some people now, they are commenting here now, they think that we are anti-Nigeria. So, but where do you think where can we start from? Because where we start from is where people know that you are making a mistake. If you want to start back, we got it wrong, girl. Where do you think we can start from? Somebody's telling me that Madugur relegated Adamawa United twice. Taraba, and Taraba United too. But the reward that Madugu got is for Madu to coach the Super Falcons of Nigeria.
It's Nigeria for you now. Nigeria is the only country that awards mediocrity. It's the only place where a NFF president that failed to qualify for World Cup, on the 20 World Cup, on the 17 World Cup, and I'm seeing people wearing face cap and he's still posting continuity. It's only in Nigeria you see nonsense like this. See what happened in Italy.
I want to say this thing to the Swan. This one secretary of Swan came out to say that Guso must continue because Guso is not the one playing on the pitch.
It should be the other day. The other day, the day he just lost.
He said it was continued. But so, Chris, any final thought from you? Your thoughts are happy to complete. Yeah. What do you think that we should see it like a positive?
I don't say any positive because I know he can get worse than he can, because with these people he can get even worse than this. Like I don't see that as any positive at all. All these things people are talking about, it can't do lower than this. It's Nigeria we're talking about here. Nigeria can get lower. It can nothing like this is the lowest. In Nigeria it is feel worse. Shebi, what's his name? The day these girls lost to Cameroon, what did Oganla Media post? He said instead of these girls to train, they were busy posting on TikTok.
So Oganla Media said has a lot of case to answer because they have accused him of selling players.
So that's what I'm saying now. So for me, these guys, the only reason why I can say what for me to say it can get better is because it's only if these people, the people handling this thing actually care about improving, care about doing something that will make us better. But these guys don't care about none of that. So why should I feel like this is the lowest? It can get more if people find crude oil the way they're like this now.
Femi Pereira is looking for assets. You might like my story when I abuse Mandugu. But
please, I have one question before I go. Please. Yeah. This Osimhen stuff, is it legit or is agent talk? Because I don't want to waste my time.
No, it's legit.
Okay. Anyway, Sha, good night, guys.
All right.
No World Cup this year. Hopefully, if you qualify for AFCON, Sha.
This is sad. Thank you. I think he said something. Yeah, he said something. Sorry, Chris.
Yeah, but if not for the fact that Libya got deducted 3 points in that thing, we would have not qualified for that AFCON.
Yes, I believe so too.
That's what I'm saying. That if you go low past this one, will it be like this now?
If you go low past this one, because that AFCON, we got the lowest point out of all the team that won the group. We got 13 points, and that was 3 from it. It wasn't 13 points. Sorry, we won 2 games. Only 2 games. We won 2 games.
So
So
2 games, yeah.
yes, 2 games, and we drew 2.
1 or 2 games, and then the one that they gave us for the stuff that happened in Libya.
So we had 11 points. We had 11 points because we won the 3 when they give us 3-0. We won against Benin Republic and also against Libya here. We drew away to Rwanda. We lost at home to Rwanda.
If Eritrea qualifies for that AFCON, and they don't renew him and he goes and they give it to another person, now group stage exit. For
me, because from now, Eritrea can talk to other clubs.
Of course.
Yes, from now, because
there's
only 6 months left in his contract. So we just hear say he walks away.
Oh, exactly, man. And okay.
But you know what I'm saying? Say, if he wants to walk away, they will pay us the rest of his salary. Thank you, Chris. So Yusuf, let me hear from you, so you'll be waiting for a while. Yeah.
Okay, thank you for having me. I know. I think the morale is just down because I think for over 33 years I've been watching Nigerian football. I think that this era probably be the lowest of them. Yeah, from the calamity that has happened to the football, the under 17, the women team, Super Eagles, everything just collapsed. So for today's match, though, I don't have the opportunity to watch the first match because maybe even the CAF, I don't know, probably CAF didn't rate this match too. So I struggled to find a link to get the match on the second half when someone introduced me to where I can actually watch it. So I didn't see what happened in the first half. But going by the lineup and the South Africa that I knew, I know we are going to struggle against South Africa. And one of the reasons is that I noticed, I know South African patterns of play. They are technically better than us because they are not the type that play long ball like we used to do. They string passes, they play ball on the ball, and they are very fair. When they hold ball, they know what to do with the ball. So, and that's how we consider that first goal. Even though our team was just rushing, we're trying to get how to equalize or get the score. So, and I think everything boils down to the coach too, because from the onset, inviting players that you don't know their fitness level is an issue, and that's what tells on most of our players in this tournament. Yes, forget about the name. Some players may have got that name, the charisma, that pedigree, winning. But this is 2026. Doesn't mean that they are going to, especially they are women, they are going to retain the same form. So I think that's actually that also affects our team. So going forward, because no matter what happens, they say the show must continue. Yes, we have to move on. And I wouldn't know because the NFL election is more political affair than what we can discuss here. So we don't have the power, just like Ayoti said, to determine who emerges or not. Because even if we want to contest, I think you have to be part of the council. That's why the likes of Segun Egbami we always struggle because is not part of the maybe governing council or an executive or thereabouts. So somebody can just come out. It's more like a caucus. So of course we still have to return to foreign coach. Yeah, then let's look at. We should have a pattern that. Personally, I don't like the way we play that way, especially when we get match underway. And when they pass the ball to the back, the next thing the player at the back just send the ball up front. You have to go and fight over what we used to call them police football in local parlance. So I don't like. I want the kind of player, a team that when you get the ball, please string passes, express yourself, and that is what South Africa that's how they were better than us in that aspect. So then some players they have to retire. We have mentioned some of them. The old guys, even Oshola too, I think she doesn't have it anymore. But because I wonder why she has to start. He has to start Oshola. I didn't see what happened in the first half. Even the second half too, he also struggled because the pace is not much there because of age. Then sometimes when they, we see their control, you see the heaviness in their control, and they lose ball easily to those South Africa guys. So going forward, the coach should go, then probably get a foreign coach who has idea, who can inject new players. The other 20 team too. Hopefully, I think they are going to work up. So hopefully we can get some players, to team up with the Super FALCON going forward. Some players they just have to go, so they have to leave the team for us. But by those means, I think we can rise again. Say when we get our acts together.
Yeah, I think we can rise if we are intentional. Those are to answer some questions that you raised. If we are
Okay.
intentional, and I believe, see, you mentioned something about the NFL that we cannot stop it. See, let me tell you something. It has been like this. We chased Ibrahim Galadima. He left. We chased me. See, not saying Guso is not getting. I can tell you, the NSC will not be funding NFF again as they start. So if they don't step down, and with due respect, I'll say this thing here. I will say it here. There's no this thing so that people can learn from it.
Yeah.
I'm coming. Just a text message quickly. Because I will say you chase. So Padugo actually resigned.
Yes, it's now.
He resigned before. He resigned before the WAFCON.
Okay.
But the issue was they were not satisfied with the way the team was prepared for this WAFCON, because they wrote list for him. And if they write list for you, that was why Randy Wardrum did not continue with the job, because they forced Francisca Odega on Randy Wardrum going to the Olympic Games. He said no, and maybe said no. So the punishment of not taking Odega to the Olympics, that was what took Randy Wardrum out of it. So my issue is this. I don't know you guys though. For me, I think the country is supreme. There's some things that you will know yourself that you cannot offer. You leave the stage. For me, Odega should have lost. Odega should have said, you know what, I'm not coming. I know a super good player that's not a record. And Ben says, I'm not in my best shape now. There's some players that deserve to be here. Let them play.
No,
don't mention him.
No. I think traditionally most Nigerian players, old players, they don't want to leave until they don't want to leave naturally. Yeah, they don't want to leave naturally.
For me now,
and some people believe that we wish to change player out of the entire team when they are clicking 20, 30 and the likes. But it's obvious that age doesn't allow them. This is women, not men.
Okay. In fact, I heard somebody telling me that a Super FALCON player currently in this team, that she's almost 45.
Imagine.
How is she doing it? So my issue is why can't you leave when the ovation is the loudest? See, I heard Onaze saying, hey, my game is Onaze, a Super Eagles player. When is Onaze retired from Super Eagles? To me, he was still getting called up when he was in Bangladesh, or they still put him on standby. Remember? Bahrain. They was trying to slum him to Super Eagles. Bahrain. So these people don't learn. These people don't learn. When you say that can you get low? Do you know that you are 20 team? That Cameroon under 20 team. 4 of the players they play this and the final now.
Even Ghana, because I watched their match against Congo today.
Yes, Malawi team, the captain of the under 20 that came to Abeokuta to come and play. I came to Kenya to come and play. She's playing in this. She go play in the final of this WAFCON final. So what we are saying basically is that under 20 you are talking about, they don't infiltrate the under 20.
Imagine.
See, there's one guy there called Mary. The guy played for Edo Queens. The guy is still 19 years of age, and he has been in Edo Queens for almost 7 years now. What are we going to expect from that type of person? Her name is called Mary Mamadou. She used to She's used to play for. I remember I played for Edo Queens. She went to Bayelsa, back to Edo Queens now. She's following Aduku everywhere. What I'm just saying is that if you say, okay, it's a young player now, what do we expect from him in 2 or 3 years' time? So he's so bad. All those other guys we had before, it's not like that again.
Yes.
See, when Benin Republic finally beat Nigeria in Abeokuta, I said this thing that, who can I call you? I can tell them that this team is declining. I spoke to I told the journalist. I said that, why is any one of you not writing about the decline of this team? Hey, leave him, leave this team. If they want to win, they will win. 1 year after, can you see? See, I also believe in youth, believe what you so that we can actually rise. But I won't lie to you, if you want to rise, it's not under Ibrahim Gusso. I won't lie to you, it's not. I don't think it's under Ibrahim Gusso. If you want to rise, if we continue, we'll go be like Togo by the next 3 years. I'm telling you the facts. See, there's some things that I know I cannot say. I know I cannot say. The guy that went to lose 4-1, he only had 12 players. Yes. The rest are for packagers of the highest packagers.
It's finished.
You don't need more than, even the one that lost today only have like what's it called, 15 players to select from. Or that is for the packager, because you don't need more than 15 to win a tournament. So if those type of things continues to happen, there is no way that this we will never rise. We will never rise. I'm not like you, we will not rise. See, so many things. I'm not like you, and I will say it here. The coach, Madugu, does not know the club or the players.
You're right.
I'm telling you. Yeah. I saw the form that Madugu sent to the players. We have fill it, your name and your club. On WhatsApp, please. So if a coach that don't know the club of those players, some of them, how will he watch?
Please, he put the
That's why he went to go and start Ihezuo until he realized that Ihezuo is not fit. Yaminusi is not fit. He just will do chopping and changing. So he cannot continue. Can you say? And the wardrobe is monitoring how the players are moving.
Yes. And even you get some player from Europe, from America to the team.
The technical department of the NFF, they are so useless.
Very useless.
When Rafi Durosimi name appeared on the AFCON, he said, is it that born player? A technical chairman asking. They don't know. Even if you don't know, they have submitted the list for you before. Why can't you do your due diligence? Try to go and check again. Sometimes now you can go and read up. So all those things, the level is so bad that it cannot change until something happens. So I say, who is Rihanna Leviosu? They don't know. They don't know. So the issue is that it's not that if coach is not good, if you have a very good technical committee, they can help the coach slightly.
Yes,
to support the coach.
Exactly.
But if two blinds they lead, where are they going to? They will drive to the river. They will go. So the problem is so bad. The problem is so bad that it's difficult for somebody to say, I want to change it. It's so deep. It's so deep because there's now money in selling players. And the issue is this. There's this, I'm going to say it here. I don't care. There's this cartel they have. There's one academy. They call Marvin Academy. Yes. So they even have journalists that are prominent people in Nigeria that promote the players there. So when they say player, it take around. Go and check all NFF list. There's always that type of academy player there. So NFF now, they now know the business of academy. That is the problem. So if they say this player, what is my court? So if they are now exposed to things like this, there's no fairness. Okay, this boy is going to Europe for 700k euros. I'm supposed to get like 200 there now. If you get pocket 200 there, you as a thief, it's like you have licked sweet before. You want to have a second bite. So,
Yes.
so the problem is long, and the issue is this now. They're now putting eye to female football. There's no money there. I don't know what they are gaining there. They're putting some eye to female football. So it's so bad that, see, if we not scatter and rebuild that, the only person that is trying to, it's like your house is faulty. You are now painting. You have contour in the face. You are using makeup to cover. That's what Eric Chair is doing. That was why Eric Chair said something in that his contract. Say, I want to also see the players going to under 17.
Yes.
Let me also see the players going to under 20. I want to have meeting with all these coaches. Let's share ideas together. But they ran away from it because of what they want to do. So he's the one that is trying to do the job of Eguavon. Eguavon is meant to be the one holding meeting with these coaches every month. But what will he be doing? He'll be watching people play monkey post, saying he's doing his job. What job is it? You know, it's like when your guy is coming to come and check you, and you are not doing your work. Just hanging the table, as if you are. Your guy is coming. That is what he's doing. He's doing. He's doing nothing there. So, Yusuf, I know that you are very optimistic, but I don't lie to you. Football is gone.
It's gone. Yeah.
But for me, I think that I'm also happy that Bukola could confront some of them. Say, you are so confident, Abi, that nothing will happen, Abi. Watch and see. Because the current NFF, they are so confident that the president will not do anything. But okay, let's wait. So, Yusuf, any final thoughts from you before I let you go?
Okay, maybe it's just, I think there's still be hope for them for the Olympic qualifier, right? And
don't forget
Comoros in October.
No, so I think by now, this week, if you start something, the coach should go get another coach. Then let's see the player that should also go, and we have to start afresh. We are down already, like IIT said. You can only try to risk and go back up. So you are down already. So it's so painful because I was just down. Like, what's this now? In spite of how many days, everything will just collapse. The other 20, the semi-final that we failed to qualify. Now, even the World Cup, it's just like mirage, and it's reality. That's what we are going to live, at least when the tournament starts next year, the World Cup, and for the first time in history, we don't have a Super Falcon there. It's going to be so painful.
Yeah, it's so painful. It's so painful. Thank you for your time. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Yeah. That's just so passionate. I know that he likes Nigerian football a lot. So passionate. So and
Smith.
Sorry, I will end up with you finally.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. My first time, actually, I used to watch you guys very well. I mean, I'm so passionate as well, but I've not really had the chance. But this one, I was like, no, I must voice out the little I have. I'm a young fan, certainly. But yeah, what I would say is you guys have said a lot already. But the major thing I want to, first of all, let us know is our standards should not be where it is. From the NFF down to the coach, to the players. Even what we should be saying now is we should get someone better than Eric Chell. We should get someone than even the so-called one drum that we're talking about. It has gone below that level already. And this is where we find ourselves. And if you look at the situation with the team, this WAFCON team, I mean, when I saw the 15 minutes to go, I saw the people that are going to start the match. I was like, what's Odega doing? And what kind of formation is this? I was so surprised with all of this. And I must tell you, I mean, it was really, really a big disappointment all the way. And I can't believe it's happening to Super Falcons. I mean, a lot of us know already that this is already on the downside. And we can only hope that NFF can find something right to do. I understand again that it's not really in our control. You know, for who else is going to be the next NFF chairman or president. I even remembered, you know, when Pesero was there was a time that I've forgotten who was conducting the interview for who. The person mentioned something like, you know, that time we were all mentioning about sacking Pesero because of the qualifiers, poor performances. And then the guy was like, who's going to pay Pesero his money? Like what that we're saying we should sack him. I don't know if you remember that interview.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. So I mean, at that level, these are the things that the new culture should embrace when we get into, you know, the new paradigm, I should call it, for the NFF, hoping that this election will give us the right person, to be honest. And I mean, there's nothing I could say again more than it is a clear corruption that is happening, because I don't understand why you be starting this kind of players when you have a younger player. We know that the exposure out there is, even looking at Odega, you should know that you shouldn't be starting the press, because in a club, I know she's not really playing, and she has only played maybe 1 or 2 matches the last time I checked. So why is she starting a crucial match where all eyes is on the game that we need to just qualify? And at the end of the day, it has hurt us again. The same old tactics. It shows that, it shows that people are paying to get into that team, and they are only trying to make sure that let's fulfill this part so that they will not be tackling themselves behind the scenes afterwards, that maybe they have to return some sort of money and the like. So it's just so embarrassing. Look at Malawi, look at debutants going into the final. And the most annoying thing, Nigeria, you are beating us, not even in the hardest way. I mean, so it's just so disappointing. So I know that you guys know what is happening behind the scene. You have a lot of information. I've learned a lot from you guys. We can only hope for the best, to be honest, and hope that, in fact, I must tell you, I must confess, I'm of this type that I always will say, let's embrace our local ones. Let's get them trained. Let them be in charge, you know, stuff like that. But tonight, I'm off. I'm at the back of all of these plans. I mean, I can't, I'm always like a peacemaker, neutral, being a neutral person, but looking at this, I can't support it anymore. I mean, it's so embarrassing. Like, no clue, looking at him shouting unnecessarily when you're supposed to do the right substitute, do the right tactics in the game. And it shows nothing of such in this game today. It was so disappointing. But the way forward, what I would embrace is, I mean, the coach should definitely go, and I'm happy that you've told us about this. And I can understand again why maybe he has gone to put the likes of Odega again, just to satisfy the fact that probably she has paid her way in or whatever. And the development of Nigerian football in general, from the league and to the age grades down upwards in that manner, they should please just find something to do. I know the protest is not something ideal to be saying, and you can't guarantee what will happen, because we need a lot of people coming together for that, and it's a very difficult situation. But again, if you look at the NFF president, look at the interview he had. Was it yesterday or today? I was hearing him saying something like, "We couldn't get the teams to play us." He was saying that because it's WAFCON, you have to get a particular team. Are you not testing your tactics? Must it necessarily be that focus? At least get these girls prepared. They have not prepared for. I mean, I heard it in the past. Your show, that they've not been able to get friendlies, for before they even start the WAFCON. It's just so many things are wrong. Preparation, and if you fail to plan, definitely that's a strong failure. And it's just best that everything is happening like this. It's really hurt me. I can remember when I was watching Congo, Jamaica. I want that much from. I wanted Congo to lose that game, but I mean, look at how painful it was. And seeing I don't even know how to pronounce his name. That Tolu guy that is gone to Ajax now, he messed up that match because of similar levels. You know, I don't want to start talking. I mean, there's a lot of pain that we just need to have that avenue to voice it out, which is why I appreciate your program, and I hope that you get the necessary support. I mean. We never can tell. Maybe we'll see you up there one day, you and the Adidas, the IoT and the likes. Because, I mean, when I was young, I used to hear some of my brothers, they tell me, like, look, there's no way Nigeria will not play 6 matches, in the Nations Cup. So everything started falling apart when Tunisia won us in the second round. Guavon period. You see, like, that was the downfall. Everything started from that period that I never can believe that it will happen to Super Falcons, because guess what? Do you know that I've already gone to see how we can qualify to the World Cup? And I've looked at like, there's no how we can't be beating Venezuela. And like I'm looking at all those people below us in the FIFA ranking. Because you can still use the FIFA ranking to judge how they can play in women's football. Do you understand? Not like the men. We know that anything can happen because it's well developed. Now that everyone has caught up with us now. So that means we need to start chasing them again before we can overrun them. I only wish we can get a good coach that is going to change all of this. Let's leave the NFF saga. Whatever comes out of it, no problem. But let them just get us a good coach and find a way to motivate this player, get the right players to the team, and we're good to go firing again. That's all I know I can say, to be honest.
Thank you very much. Nice to have you. You look like Cuban photography, so I thought you were doing. I have a friend in Scotland, similar. You have similar faces. So
cool. No problem. I'll be trying to come on from time to time.
All right.
And tell the girls to stop the TikTok. Tell all those girls to stop all the TikToks, because you're going for a crucial game. You are doing TikTok. I know that's not good at all. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Take care. All right. Bye. Yeah.
Before I go to you, let me just take some super chat quickly, because I have like 5. I have not even taken at all. So I give to go. He said that Esther and Risola were both crying on the bench. Okay, I've taken this one for Nigeria. Okay. Well, we said that can't National Sports Commission tell President to suspend the election? I think that one is already on. Speech. Why does Nigeria coach 8 foreign born from a Guavon, Finidi, Peba, Olise, Madugu? They are part of the reason why our team is done. The issue is that I don't know. Maybe it's part of. I don't know. I can't say anything like that. So make FIFA ban us. I agree with Uche. Say that we have not qualified for that 17 since 2019. We've missed 2 men's World Cup. We have now missed the Women's World Cup for the first time. I don't think they said he cannot get lower than this. This is what he said. And that's what I said. So AFCON qualifiers is coming. We might end up in the same position. They won't renew aim. They won't renew us. I go face my England. JJ. I don't give up. Hey, that is it. We are losing fans. But I guess that Malugu lost to 2 female coaches. Back to back. So I don't know. Okay, let me just tell some people I should remember on China that so let me just say some people I remember on China. I said that how can we get low? He said that next point is that what? Next low is what? Missing the WAFCON. That's going to be the new low. I think I see someone say that claim that the FG will stop funding the NFF. Okay, yes. So if this regime refuses to step down, I heard about that news too. They what? And now I'm going to talk to Evan D later. Evan D is that if what Colin has said is true, then the NFF is finished. So you are arguing with Onaze in a live program when he said that he didn't leave the national team. He came to the basketball.
Remember when Apobi hosted them? That was 3 years ago. Then he said, oh, that was 10 years after the WAFCON. So I joined the live and I told him.
Yes. I would like to hear from Coach Obi, honestly, because Coach Obi was meant to cut his holiday. He traveled down to Morocco to see. I'm like to you, I was meant to go to Morocco today to go and watch them and come back tomorrow. But I just said, my wife just said, I want to go and watch because they are playing in Casablanca, and Casablanca is like a very tourist area. I can actually go see chill slightly before she was coming back. But hey, you know what? Let me just leave them. I've sent the link. So I don't know. Let me hear from you quickly. Already everything happening up. Yeah.
Say Bamwi. You should comment. Nobody should come here and blame any girl. If you're an agent of NFF, MFA Bamwi, that says Okoroko and Alozi are roommates, the board refused to pass to assistant. I'm sure he's an agent of NFF.
Let me put him to bed. I'm hearing you. I don't know.
Smith. The ref is so stupid. So I'll give him a yellow card. The referee is so stupid to have given Maduko a yellow card.
Why are they not? Sorry.
The man should have given him a red card from first half. She should have given him a red card from first half. Coach Obi, I knew when the first female Falcon was assembled. Of 1989, against Chile. Back of my house. Let our sister in the wood, and that's a goalkeeper trainer, and Eshechine. Friends from my baby was a small girl then. Was a small baby. My baby. You know we are age mates. She was a small girl. Meaning, I'll be following these girls before anybody knew them. The first thing was Ufma Benz and President Bola Tegede. If you don't play for Ufma Benz, you play for Bola Tegede. Then, when these guys went to China for World Cup 1991, we knew what happened. We knew when we were leaving the camp to the airport. I have been saying it for the past 2 years. I said, what happened to our male? We should happen to our female. They said it's saying rubbish. As what happened, the lowest are going to go to be Eritrea will beat us and will not qualify for WAFCON. Eritrea will beat us. Sierra Leone will beat us. Go and breed the newest country in Africa, South Sudan. Their girls will tell us that we beat Nigeria. You know Nigeria, Falcons, we beat them past glory. And somebody came here and was abusing Okoroko and Alozie not passing to Oshuala.
Who is that person?
Come on.
Who is that person?
One idiot. Put him to bed.
Okay. I was thinking the person just sent live.
No, that was the last after the last match.
You were at the stadium. You saw what these guys did. These guys even trying to see, coach. So you saw what saying these guys they're just playing police ball. They were playing to what Madugu told them to do. Since 2012, this Muzu has been Super Falcons. And that's what you should for him. For it. But if you start facing them, this is what there's time. When Amobi hosted live 3 years ago, I told Onazi, I said Onazi, when we were talking, I told him, I said Onazi, I was one of the others, he shouldn't be at World Cup. Now, we argued. I said, I was one of them, said you go to World Cup because you have paid your dues. You should allow every other person. Then I left the life. I told me I'm not coach. As long as you are not feeding me, because even my boss at work cannot touch me anyhow. Because I am working for the company and I'm getting paid. I'm not scared of telling anybody the truth. As long as I'm telling the truth, I don't know, God sees my heart. I'm telling the truth. I'll tell you the truth. Nothing will happen. This guy has no successful record. Man, this man, Coach Obi, was going to leave yesterday. He extended his stay. Just bought the Falcons, just like Demigo. Look at what Maluku, they paid him with. And now you can see that coach now can agree with that. That ref was so stupid, so I'm giving him yellow card. It's a red card. And so far here, blaming the girls. Nobody should blame the girls. Now, I said to the message, I said, Spirit, who will this money bring on Okoronkwo? Then the fool remove Oshua, who was even pressing in the game, left Odega and brought in his daughter, Jamilusi. Coach, I'm saying this now. Let me leave John out of it. If you feel you are trapping on over 250 million people, God Almighty will deal with you.
Yeah.
Amen.
The word you not like it. Don't get done to you. Young girls, what is done to you? In Okoroko, in pain, in Babaje, you led on the bench because you knew they were going to fight you in the whole nation. I see people like this that went to work with their own fund, with their money, even extended his day for one more day. Just because he wanted to support the team, you sabotage the team. You don't know peace. You don't know peace in Jesus' name.
Amen.
These young girls, you were saying to your coach, you should have done your community video for and show us how those girls were crying. But then the Aspirant players, coach, I say that those born abroad, they feel the pain more than those born in Nigeria.
See,
Who we lost Ghana? Also, January, when we lost Ghana in 2022. I saw the way Haribo was crying as a 3-year-old.
I don't know. See, pain, some people might not show it. Pain cannot be measured. Some people, they can smack you and say, you shout. Maybe they don't shout. Doesn't mean that it doesn't pain them too. For me, I just think that, for example, now, I know somebody of like Christy Ushebe. She might not cry in front of the camera.
She cried in front of camera today.
Even Mobichio, a prayer warrior,
all of them cried.
Hey, most of you was in the stadium. Tell me which of these girls from Australia that says it's old did not put in their effort to win. But when you give a private jet, to Asali, a Rosa mechanic, someone drive private jets. Also, Asali, that is only penny or Kaka, somebody pay private jets. Stupid.
So let me tell you something. So I don't know. I don't find out from you.
Please, I'm listening to you guys. See, I'm not doing this always. I'm just doing it now. See, just to keep tension.
Sports. Sorry. I was to say, so I can go to. I want to bring Chiamaka, but see, sports grinder, you have to park before I bring you. You cannot do this while driving, so I'm watching you. So I want to park before I bring you.
See, who's on the ground? Not bounce back in.
Okay.
It's only people that is trying to catch up that can bounce back.
Okay.
With those fools out there. If we should go and contest as a person, coach, you know, peace, this guys.
Okay, thank you. The call self don't go catch them. Make you don't become too much. Thank you. Thank you. I can tell you bring you back. I just want to wrap it up quickly. Thank you. So, coach, I've not heard from you at all. Coach, let me hear from you, coach.
Smith, I wrote you a few things, after the match.
No, coach.
Even before and after the match. You see,
I don't think I've been paying so much. Maybe, like watching the Nigerian national team play lose in this way. And especially, and you tell yourself that you saw it coming. You're surprised. At the same time, you're totally not surprised. You don't think that you're surprised that you are not surprised. And you're not surprised that you're surprised, if it makes sense. It was so painful sitting today watching these girls. It was so painful. And if I go back looking at the whole tournament, it's a tournament to be forgotten. Absolutely forgotten. And after the match, I was just telling Humble that I sat down. I couldn't get up to leave the stadium. I was lost in thoughts. So I wrote you also, Smith. I was like, I just sat down. I was like asking myself, how did we get here? Yeah, the answers are very clear. But then I looked at the girls, like how they were crying. It was only Alozie and Deborah that came up, to the fans, like gave out boots, gave out these, tried to, get cheered and all that. But if I must say, what we are seeing or what we saw is just a replica, just an aftermath of the rot in the system. At the time, when I was listening to the coach's interview yesterday, his press conference, all the arguments he was making, explaining here and there, saying that we're emotional, we're complaining, he does this, we're complaining, we do that, we don't complain. But for crying out loud, most of us that are complaining, we are stakeholders in the game. We are people who understand the game. We're not talking out of emotions. We are people who know what was going on, and people who can sit also and read the game and go like, this is something going right, something going wrong here and there. And then the people on the bench, they don't notice it, and then they got punished for that. Smith, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So the thing is just unfortunate. I don't want to go into so much details because we've spoken a lot. In general, in summary, the tournament should be forgotten in the sense that it's the worst. I think it's the worst outing ever by the Super Falcons.
Yeah.
Number two, it shows you that, look at Super Eagles, they're not going to the World. They didn't go to the World Cup. Super Falcons, nothing. Under 20s, they're there begging that they should be included. Only the Falcons made it somewhere. Under 23, we don't know if they exist. Under 17, we don't know. Now, thank God they've invited 65 players to start preparing against November. But again, the system is so rotten. And I think I mentioned earlier today that my heart and my head are like fighting, like, should we go to the World Cup or to the playoffs or shouldn't we go? But I think what happened now is the logical thing that has happened. We are not making it to the playoffs. So I think it's the time now for something has to happen. The leaders of the NFF should just throw in the towel, just resign honorably. The coach, at least I think after this match, should also do the needful, resign as well. And then let the rebuilding begin immediately. Because with the way things are going, we've seen the results already. We are not making any headway. Look at it, like I was telling Humble area. Ghana, Nigeria, Cameroon, South Africa. These were the powerhouses of the women's football in Africa some years ago. Cameroon didn't even qualify for the tournament. Ghana struggling. Now, luckily, they made it to the playoff. Zambia have gone home already. Nigeria, we're going home now today. It shows you that some other countries have been working hard. Malawi, they've been working hard for some time now, getting players, getting the technical bench properly, organizing themselves, doing everything possible to move on. Tanzania, Cape Verde, many countries that didn't even qualify for the quarterfinals. But if you watch their game, you go that yes, these people are doing something. If you look at us, how we play, see that we didn't see much. Not from the coach, the girls. I have to say this. Some of them were not fit at all, or are not fit. Some of them were like this. The level of the game now is far beyond what they can give. Some are not. Their legs are already shaky, not strong enough for this kind of tournament. So you see that everything went wrong at the same time. The people who promised the girls promises made to them after winning the last WAFCON still not fulfilled to date. They came and did for video and photo ops the other day, still showing them audio cardboard paper, written, whatever. Still, the promises have not been kind of, fulfilled. And
I stand to be corrected. There's something going wrong in that team. There's zero motivation.
Yeah.
And Smith, you said something 2 days ago. You said that when you listen to the girls talking, they go like, we told ourselves.
Yeah.
You hardly hear them pointing at the people above. Told us this, we should know. You see that they're the ones talking amongst themselves, motivating themselves, because they don't have anywhere to fall back to. And through the past few days, I sat down while watching the matches. When you see them coming out for the match, you don't see a motivated team. They're going for the first half, coming out for the second half. You don't see people coming out like, okay, we have to do, you know what I mean? Running out with some kind of passion. Absolutely
like a group.
Yeah. You see one player running in there, you see two, then, like, there's actually something going on there. I hope we'll hear from one or two of them, hopefully. I know they will tell them, if you talk, you're not getting your 100,000. So they might be kind of now pushed to the wall or somehow kind of, barricaded somehow, blackmailed at the same time. But there's something going on there. There's something that disjointed this team. Zero passion, zero play, absolutely, they were non-existent practically. You see, like, you might have a group of players not too good, but you might see organization on the pitch. They might lose out, but you go like, oh, well, yeah, they did well. We saw them in the last World Cup. We saw them in the last WAFCON. Zero motivation. They were not motivated well. They motivated themselves at the same time, and they won the AFCON. This time around, it was like there was no motivation at all. What you promised them, they motivated themselves to win the last WAFCON. You make them promises till date, the promises are not yet fulfilled. How can they be motivated to go on again? Zero. So I think everything is logical. The NFF should just throw in the towel. Everybody should just resign. I think the presidency should just do something. NSC, whoever it is, like say, okay, God, everybody, we're out. Disband this NFF. Let FIFA ban us if that's going to be the consequences. I don't think it can get worse than it is already. If not, people are sitting talking of elections. They're not worrying about what's going on. They're not worrying about thinking about resigning or like, no, they're thinking about the elections. And the coach is telling us that we're emotional, and talking out of emotions here and there. If somebody criticizes, many of us here are not talking out of emotions. Some of us here are stakeholders, like I still say. We understand what is going on and we have the knowledge. So we're not talking out of emotion. We're not going to think on your mandate, we shall stand. No, this is not it. That's what they want to hear. We have to point out what is going wrong. And we've been doing that for some time now, and we have seen it now. So I think I've said enough. I'm so disappointed. I made some sacrifices to remain here today in Casablanca to support these girls. I've written to one or two of them this evening. They're also thanking everybody for their support, telling them, well, we know you're all victims, including the coach. You're all victims of the rot in the system. And if we don't do something about it now, if something is not changed, believe me, we shall be here again talking about not qualifying for AFCON, not qualifying for WAFCON, not qualifying for anything.
Thank you. Coach, before I let you go, I know that you are a coach, and there's always these coaches, union that you want to support the coach. Is there anything that the coach can take away from these WAFCON? I say, you know what? I tried my best. Anything?
From his press conference yesterday, I think he's trying to make us understand that everything was under control, that nothing is going wrong, and this and that. No matter what, if any coach comes out to say or to defend himself, his team, and that, we still go back and kind of reflect. Oh, I would have done this. Yes, I would have done that. Definitely, of course, you have, take something to take away from the tournament and from each match. Absolutely. Yeah. And my own disappointment, I told you a bit earlier privately that when a match is going, when I'm watching and analyzing some games, sometimes I just sit and look at the bench, only see what is going on there, how they are reacting to what's going on the pitch, especially when things are going wrong. I hardly saw any kind of input, instructions, call one player
Nothing.
close. This. I did not see. I only saw two hands being raised to the side, three hands being raised to the side.
You
And it
miss
shows you a
someone, they
lot
gave him
that
yellow card.
there's nothing going on. He was complaining that they made a change, when the referee went to check the VAR and all that. I think I don't know the language he used, and the fourth official mentioned it to the referee, and then he got I knew he was going to get that yellow card. It was very simple, it was an easy one. So it's sad anyway, guys. It's very, very sad. It's a sad day. A very sad day for us.
Thank you, coach. Thank you, coach. Coach went to traveled. I don't know how many hours. From Dublin to it's not a small journey to support the team, but unfortunately, this is not work out. Thank you, coach, for your time. Thank you for your time, coach.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay. I'll be at the background listening. Thank you, guys.
All right.
I have to start packing my things. I'm leaving tomorrow morning. I extended my stay. I have to leave early in the morning tomorrow.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Yeah. Only final thoughts from you too.
Yes.
Something.
Yeah. To be honest, I have been processing the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
If you see me, I've been. But now, let me come and talk. Let me come from not even this game, because let me come towards the area of the NFF. I don't think the election is going to hold.
Mm-hmm.
No, I do not think so. Yeah, they are going to stop it.
Mm-hmm.
There's a problem. They're going to stop it. And the girls, they are going to voice out. They are going to voice out.
Mm-hmm.
Madugu, I want to see the reaction, what he's going to say in the conference. I don't know. I will try and see. Let me listen to him. And this issue of tribalism, this person is abroad, this person is home base, should stop.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. These girls does not need have and back. They need qualified coaches. When the Wardrobe was with them, it's a coach, it's a college coach. Madugu is what? It's a farmer coach.
Mm-hmm.
Now they prefer a farmer coach than a college coach. This game, I knew right from time that we are not going to win. That one is sure we are not going to win.
I knew that we don't have a chance.
Smith, if you remember when when you posted, I said, do you think when you were looking at the people that you are going to meet at playoff, I was just laughing. When you posted it, I just do you think we are going to win? If we meet Ghana will beat us. In fact, to bust your mind, I don't think we are qualifying for the Olympic. It's already bad. Mentally, it's already bad. Psychologically, we are bad. The only person that saved us for Nigerian football is Eric Chiu. If Eric Chiu come out now, everything go bad. I promise you. If Eric Chiu come out, the whole thing will go bad. These people are evil. They don't have human sympathy. Madugu is an evil man. He does not have human sympathy. If I see him, I will tell him you are evil. You can kill. Yes. I am speaking psychological. I'm speaking philosophically. He can kill. How can you draw? I'm just trying to process the whole thing. Those players on the bench. If they ask you to go and kill, you will go and kill. If they ask you to put this person, you go and put this person. If I see myself, you are an evil man. These are the kind of people, if you see them in the village, there are people that can use diabolic things and make people to die. That is the type of person he is. Because if you see an evil man is somebody that does not say sorry. He always defend himself. To an extent that you caught him, he will continue to defend himself. If you have that kind of person as a friend, that person is evil. Run away. That person can poison you. anyone that you know that you have, so for you to come and say, Nigerians, look at this, you now begins to tell us the good things you have been doing before. For us to remove our mind from the evil thing that is going on. You're an evil man. And that kind of person, they are the people that can sabotage. You see that any self-defender can sabotage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, why did I say so? Maybe Randy Wardron needs to come out and tell us what this man did to him. For him to be talking, you want to hold this job for all means. You are not making things work well. You make Adebayo to look stupid. You making Alozie to look stupid. You make Michel to look stupid. Why did I say so? What kind of formation did you play? Why is it that those guys are not understanding your tactics? Why is it that they are going from pillar to post? They are not. It's not connecting.
Not even tactics. You can't understand the way he communicates.
I am telling exactly, and you're shouting. Why see? First of all, before you give, please, NFF, before you give somebody a coach to coach girls, know whether that person is in good terms with his family. Know whether that person is fighting with his wife. You don't need to go and bring somebody that is fighting. Look, yes, see around the world draw a college coach, meaning that he have been doing this for a long time. So if that kind of person come and handle girls, you will see the potentiality in those girls will come into actuality. Don't give us somebody that is beating his wife always and say, may you come and handle girls. Because of the way he speaks, shows that he might be fighting with his wife.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. You know, I understand that passion. See, it's just crazy. It's just crazy. You know what I'm
But Smith, do you know why you're saying like this? Don't worry. When you sleep and wake up in the morning, I remember this thing that happened, you will be angry. Don't worry. You see this, you have not processed what has happened. When you process what has happened, and sleep and wake up, you hear that Nigeria is not going to the World Cup. Under 20 is nothing. You will be pissed off because everything has crumbled. No under 17, no under 20, nothing.
You know, okay, thank you, because time is already fast spent. You know, I will still call you for back. You know, though it's already late, but you know, if it's like 1 minute, we'll call you for back. Thank you, Ombu, for your time. Thank you, Ombu, for
You're
your
welcome,
time.
no problem.
Yeah. Some of you, as Africans, you are just coming, flooding this place as if you are flies. See, I'm just tired of blocking today. That's the reason why. It's Ibrahim Gusso that allowed you guys to enjoy your moment. Let me just put it that way. Enjoy. See, let me tell you something. Who is South Africa when Nigeria is there? Who is South Africa? So it's part of the prophets that predict doom for Swagos is you didn't predict doom for them.
I predict. See, that day I said it. I said that after that match, I told you people, I said these girls
please,
will lose.
please wear shirt, please. I forgot. Wear shirt, Akonde, please. Continue, sorry, propaganda.
I told you guys, I said we're not going to win. Like this goal we even scored, it's penalty. Like I've watched these girls play. They don't know how to pass well. They don't know how to make attempt at goal cleanly. Like if you look at all their goals, it's like it's just one kind of wuru way. Like, okay, look at the goal against Malawi. Penalty, then just running, just kick the ball anyhow. Goalkeeper touched it, the ball was rolling till it entered the Kanu goal. The goal against Zambia, kick ball, like can't even take clean shot, and then it bounces off for Shola to enter. It was Egypt, we started showing our heads small. Even at that 3 PKs. Against like when you watch team play, like when you watch Morocco play, when you watch South Africa, you can stake your money and say, with the gameplay of these people, they can do something. But with Nigeria, Is either oh my God, God help us to make something enter one kind. You know, we don't have a pattern of play, and that boils down to the coach. This coach has a bad mind. You know, like if he can see his Jamilisu that can replace Aloze, or is it Jamilisu that can replace Echegini, the guy will do it. The guy no like diaspora. It's just that Aloze and Echegini, there's really no one to replace them. If the guy see one zombie from the local scene that, oh, it can be play ball small, bro, he will bench them. He will bench them quick. The guy does not like diaspora at all. And today was very clear. You're looking for goal, and it's Jamilisu you're bringing in. Like, I'm like, man, forget this guy, man. Well, you know, I saw something, I've forgotten what they said. They're like, I saw something like, is there fire in the mountain? Is Mandugu trying to call out NFF? I don't know whether he selected this team to pepper NFF to just lose or something, because this was a losing lineup. Like, what's Odega doing? She didn't really do anything. But I just came here to tell you guys that all this while they cry, we are shouting, we are wailing, humbly saying, oh, heads will roll. Not, bro, this is Nigeria. No head, no the roll. No, like Gusau, in fact, the way Gusau will win, it will be in a landslide. They may just even give 3 votes to the opponent, making no like say they no votes for the other people. Like, that's how much confident I am in the criminality going on in that cabal in NFL. He is going to win. We just need to be praying is, God, I bet touch this guy hard, let him quit, let him come down. That election will happen. All these ones we are doing. See, Nigeria does not have the structure where you can just come and cause commotion like that. If you see in UK, US, there are structures that you can put in play and that can force change. You know, like in US here, nobody will have this result. Under 17 has not smelled World Cup in a long time. Under 20 is not going to the World Cup. Under 23, as of today, you don't even have a team. As we are speaking, we don't have a team.
Well, in that 10 years, we've not been to the Olympics.
We've not been to the Olympics now. Since Azubike said, we've not even gone there. You know, and we're likely not going to make it. Like Falcons, no World Cups. In fact, in men football, it's death. It's death sentence there. Women football, they have now this, like, and this is the one that pains me. I love women football because we were kind of dominating there. Any as they mess up the other place with the shine here, you know. But now this guy has brought his bad course here. He has gradually started. You see, with Super Eagles, we started getting used to, like, in fact, in men football, we started getting used to.
Not winning.
We don't have to make no, not even not winning. We've gotten used to we're not supposed to make the Olympics now. Everybody is accustomed to when Olympics come, Olympics, we not go qualify. Very soon, we are slowly patting our mind to under 17 is not for us. We will just be crying, oh, this qualifying way is bad, it's too harsh. But in that, Burkina makes it regularly. In that way, it's tight. Burkina still makes it somehow. Under 20, we've missed it. I've seen the pattern now, the way they're selecting the teams, the way they're selecting the coaches. We may not make under 20 for a long time, and we'll start getting used to that. The only thing that will be helping us is just Super Eagles, just maybe players abroad, diaspora coming to help us. But once Chell leaves, I agree with Humble here. When Chell leaves, man, you guys will see how dead our football is. And they bring a local coach. You will see how dead our football is. Like, bro, our football is dead. My fear now is they're accustoming us not to be going to world events. Let them not accustom us not to even be going to African competitions. At least maybe they just even pity us. They give us this small AFCON. Let's be making the AFCON. I'll just be happy at least.
Yeah, okay.
Bro, until Gusau goes, man, forget about it. There's nothing. It's going to be a recycle. I saw one interview today. I think he was in a stadium. I think one journalist went up to him. If you see the guy's face, the way he answered the question, like, how dare you even ask me this question? Like, how will you rate it? He's that guy. We are here crying pain. That guy is not pained. He will go to Brazil. He knows he's going to go to Brazil. His friend Infantino will invite, maybe not his friend. Infantino will invite Pinnick. Pinnick will lap him on the aeroplane and go there. He will go to Brazil, whether he qualify for any World Cup or not. The guy will go to these events. So all this, whether our football move forward or not. The only thing that I'm praying is we can have someone in the presidency, like one guy we could just verse, one senator that or House of Rep that would just be like, on your Monday we shall stand. I'm bringing this case. NFF, help me flush that body. I'm just praying someone that is angry enough can bring it to Tinubu's ear. I beg, just empower me. Let me. Other than that, sorry. And that we're going to suffer. We're going to suffer. Yeah. We just need someone in the presidency to help us out. Yeah, we just need someone in the presidency.
I agree with you.
But I don't know if Madugu is likely not going to be the coach. They're going to bring another coach. I see the way Nigeria is now, we just need foreign coaches heading all levels of our football, from under 15 or kindergarten football up to the top, because those guys, they don't have any bias in them. But how will a coach, like, look at Chel now? Chel doesn't care about diaspora versus local. It's more of the journalists, people like them Toby with the Vex, it's those kind of guys. So it's like when you have a Nigerian person there, they start looking at home base versus foreign base. Then after that, they look at Nigerian born versus diaspora, and it's so bad. It's a mess. I don't know who's going to help our football. I'm going to always be showing up to your program and IoT's program to rant, but I don't know how we can force change. I don't know how we can force change.
For me, I know that the FA chairman, especially the 17 other states, 19 other states, they are daring the NSC to take this matter to the presidency, say nothing will happen. And that Abdullengi is also part of the Gusso camp, because Gusso is penetrating in other, and they say, okay, you know what? A Southerner was here for 8 years. It's now my turn to also run. They don't care. Maybe you are competent. You just believe that Gusso should be there for another 8 years. But I can tell you that.
See, okay, before I cut you, sorry to cut you. Forget about North versus South. Okay, give it to the North. Is it only Gusso in the North that can do this thing? Don't they have another Northerner? Must it come from the state FA chairman or the people that are NFF? Those guys, the guy with white beard does not even know what he's doing. Is there no Northern person that they can bring in, like, for lack of names? Can they bring in someone like Garba Lawal? At least he's played football, he understands it a little bit. I don't know how he's running Kaduna FC or whatever, but I believe whatever he does, he will do better than Gusau. They're more Northern capable. Yeah,
I said I think I agree with you there.
Yeah, they are more capable Northern hands that can do this.
Yes, someone like that who has played at the highest level. I think and I know that he's contributed and he's spoken up about the way things are happening in NFL, and he's not happy about it.
Yeah.
So if okay, he's our fellow Northerner. Let's get him.
Give it to him. Empower that guy to run and beat Gusau. Yeah.
So after that, he goes propaganda.
Okay.
All right. Thank you,
Thank you, guys.
Cheers. Yeah. Right. So, Chimika, let me hear from you quickly. So, because time very fast. I want to finish in like 10 minutes. Please speak fast, please.
All right. Well, I know the sports grander has said it about the NFL, but then I was listening to Matthew Edafe of Elevated TV, Elevated Sports, and there was something he said. That it made sense to me. He said, "Does the government have a sports policy for the country?" Does the president have the sports policy? But now we're talking about election next year, a presidential election now next year, and Peter. But how many of them have come out to say this is what I want to do for sports? It happens. Well, I know it doesn't happen here in America because the Americans already, the president has no. They've already budget a sports program and everything. There's a body that takes care of it. There's a body that takes care of it, and they know their job. They don't necessarily have to go to President Trump. From every U.S. president, the president just comes, encourages them, but he knows that the body has been set up to do that. And if they don't do it, then those they can report to Congress, and the Congress will now summon them to ask questions. That's the only time the president might get involved, except now that in the World Cup, Donald Trump tried to put his face on anything, and the U.S. lost the goodwill they had in the World Cup when Folarin Balogun's red card was rescinded. But that's another topic.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just saying, I'm just praying somebody else goes and Guzol goes out and everybody else goes out. And everybody else goes out. But whoever comes in, are they going to have the support of the government? Because I remember US qualifying for USA 94 after we missed out for Italia 90, and then General Babangida, who was head of state then, he now said it's unfortunate we didn't make it, but we must make it to USA 94. And then called Westerhoff, called and Johan Bonfrey and told them they can come straight to him through Augustus Akun. Yes. And so Westerhoff did that. So you notice that when Abacha came in, he continued that policy. If there was one good thing Abacha did, that was one of those things. He continued it because they understood the importance of sports in this country.
Mm-hmm.
That's in Nigeria. I'm saying this because I'm in Texas, I'm in the US. But they understood it. They understood the policy, what they meant. So it's going to be everything getting out there, and the Northerners have that it's a problem. But then that's the problem. That's the problem. They always you can't do the job, but you always want to be in charge.
Mm-hmm.
You always want to be in charge. And for all the times of nothing, I look at from the time I came, the time the Northern I started paying attention was after the Olympics. Who was NFA chairman then? Emeka Omero after during the Olympics.
I think after that was now Abdulmumin Aminu.
And then from Aminu, then the one Southerner who tried to get in lasted only 88 days. Anthony Kojo Williams.
Yes.
From after that, Ibrahim Galadima, Sani Lulu, and Aminu Megari. These are all Northerners. You see how long they all lasted until Pini came in and lasted 8 years. Now they feel it's their birthright to be in charge, whether they know how to do the job or not. And that's another big problem. That's another big problem. Look, Coach Obi rightly pointed it out. There's no identity with the Nigerian play. Even the Cape Verde ladies, their game against Cameroon, I saw how they play. Even from their first game, you could see that they had a pattern. They just lacked experience. This was their first tournament. But now they've come their first, and they came away with a point. That's it. And look at when they got that point. Look at their celebrations. That even Naomi Eto had to smile with them because she knew what it meant to them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she knew what it meant to them. So
and before you continue, sorry, shout out to Andrew Onana. Majority of the girls came from Andrew Onana's foundation.
Yes.
So that's another thing too. Can you see? It's not the government alone doing something. You can see that. I'm just saying people that you know. So I understand what I'm talking about because sometimes when you mention the Kojo Williams thing, not Kojo Williams, sorry, the Babangida policy, going straight to the presidency to go and get money. That was the best time for Super Eagles.
Exactly.
Because then you know what happened then? He said that you okay, don't worry. You know that what's out this is numbered. So that was when he came back from was he Senegal 92? They
Senegal,
wanted him to go.
They wanted him fired, yeah, because he
fired.
didn't. Yes, because he
yes,
came.
Because they believe you went to just 90
and you finished second.
Silver. They believe that you should be able to go to Senegal and win. And you know what? We made mistake in semi-final against Ghana. I did not bring Amakashi. So that was a mistake. I didn't bring Amakashi because I just left. It was an beach to Club Brugge in Belgium then. So he was struggling to get his place. So they had to, he has to allow him to settle very well in Belgium. So he didn't bring him for Senegal 92.
Yeah.
So he kept on changing things, So that's why it's that if government is intentional about developing football, I think that nobody will stop us.
Exactly.
And because
yes, nobody stop because let's be honest, they lost today. They lost today. These girls, we had a team, the right selection and the right coach would have beaten South Africa silly. And I remember if I posted, I posted said, if it were up to me, you start Echegini and Abiodun, then you start Tony Payne and not really Oshola, Joy Omewa.
Mm-hmm.
You start Joy Omewa. I said you start Joy Omewa, and then be brave enough. Put even though Ajibade is the captain, put her on the bench. Start Esto Kuroko on the right and start Babajide on the left.
For me, it's just a bad look. See, I'll say it there. The people that I know around the team, only that Coach Obi is in that place. He can help.
Yeah, I saw his picture. I saw his picture.
Yeah, I see that it can help, but our voice is not loud enough.
Exactly.
I can say that because I know where my guy is here now, follows Falcons everywhere. He told me exactly what happened, what is happening currently. When he told me what happened, the money after the Cameroon, I know we're not winning this game. I know we're not winning this game. I know we should just forget it. Because I'm not like to you, the camp was in disarray. Yeah. There's nothing. So just before I let you go, what's the way forward quickly?
I don't want. It's like what I told you the last time we talked. I don't want to sound a defeatist like a sports grinder. But I understand where he's coming from. It's up to all of us. I don't know if the election holds fair, but if they can launch somebody else from you mentioned Garba Lawal, and Garba Lawal played at the highest level. We all know that. We all know that if he's interested, because I know he has also voiced out criticism of NFF and the job they are doing. I know he has done that. I wish he was interested, but for me, the way forward, he said, let FIFA ban us, disband the NFF, disband the NFF board, appoint a sole administrator who knows what he or she is doing, and then the next coach of the Super Falcons. Now FIFA has made it either the first coach or the assistant coach must be a woman. A woman. The Cameroonian coach is a woman, even though I know her assistant is the one doing most of the work because he used to be in French football. PSG, yes. I remember that, but we look for a female assistant. There are female assistant coaches here in the US. Mercy Akide is a coach. But she said, she has said the environment in the NFF will not let her work with Nigerian football. She has said that clearly. So
I was thinking that appoint Mercy Akide, fortify the backroom staff with top assistants. We're good to go.
Yes, we are good to go. It's up to Colin Noto, her husband, if she's ready to let her go. If he's ready to let her go.
Thank you, Jimika.
You're welcome.
Thank you for your contribution. Thank you. Starting for Nigerian football. Thank you. Mr. Joshua, Please, time.
Yeah. Good evening, everybody. I'm not going to stay long today. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. You know, when I came in the last time, I said that I'm not sure that Nigeria is going to qualify.
Yeah, yes, you say it.
I said that. I said I'm not sure we're going to qualify. The reason is this: from the first match, it was very glaring that this team had no direction. They are playing no pattern, nothing. This is a team, 2025, they won the cup. But today, they can't string 2-3 passes together. You can't win matches like that. The players, you can never win matches. And I said, I don't think they are going to win. Not because they don't want to win, but the playbook is not there for them to win. So there was no way they could win. Now, when we talk about apportioning blame regarding this failure, if you give 70% to NFF, you want to give 20% or 25% to the coach because the NFF produced the coach and the players have a blame. They have a blame. There is no two ways about it. I said almost half of these players, apart from the ones we know, don't deserve to be in the team. Even the first team players, almost half of them are not in form, starting from the keeper. What the Cameroonian keeper Mikel is to Cameroon was what Nadozie was to Nigeria 5 years ago. Remember when Nadozie came at under 20 straight to the national team? Go and look at her shape. I know you grow older. Look at her shape that time and compare it to this time. Even compare Nadozie's shape last year to this year. Remember when Brighton played the FA Cup final, their female team with Man City? You mentioned that said the goal she conceded. You said you were disappointed in her considering that. That was where it started. She has lost form. It's some of the players, like I said, some of the players, even the first team players, are not in form. They are not fit. And it's yes, they have the experience, but when you are not fit, younger players will take you to the cleaners. I did not mention 1991. In 1991, Nigeria had Team A and we had Team B. Two teams that was produced by Ismail Amabode. Go and look at their average age. They were in their 20s. Yes, some of them were.
Okay,
no, Ismail Amabo. Yes, I know it was Hamilton that started. Ismail Amabo was probably the assistant to Hamilton. Then when Hamilton left, Ismail Amabo took over. That 1991, we had two sets. I know that for sure. Two female teams. And they could beat anybody in Africa.
They won that ball.
Yeah. Yes. They could beat anybody in Africa. The first team, the second team. Now, if we want to be sincere with ourselves to tell you how bad this FALCON is, if you assemble the very best of under 17 and under 20 to play Falcons will not beat them. Yes. Falcons will not beat them.
Yes.
Look at the Cameroonian players, 19 years. Look at the Cameroonian players, 19 years. 20 years. Look at their captain, 19 years.
Yes.
Kindness, Ifeanyi will enter the national team, this Falcons team, and play very well. I'm talking about kindness, Ifeanyi. That lady that scored most of our goals at under 17 against Benin Republic. You know that Benin had one player like Chawinga, the Chawinga sisters. If she plays against these Falcons, she's going to dribble all of them. They won't be able to bring her or hold her. They can't. That's why I said the under 20, under 17, the very best of them will beat these Falcons. They will. And when we were winning and winning convincingly, there was that transition from under 17 to under 20, then from under 20 to the national team straight. This current team, how many of our under 17 under 20 can play in this national team? They didn't select them. They don't even think they are good. You know, and that is where the problem is. And these ladies are already old. They are females. They are not males. We should understand that. They are not males. And so the strength is no longer there. It's just the fact. Nadozier's recovery rate is just poor. Now going to Madugu, or what is his name? Madugu is just, it's just like Henry said, that is wickedness. When I saw the lineup, I just took myself off. I said that we are not going to win this match. I just looked at the lineup again. I didn't even bother watching the match because I knew we would not win with that lineup. And when a coach does that, that is a coach telling everybody, 200 and so million Nigerians, that I know I'm going down, but I will burn the house down before I go. That's what he did with that selection. I'm going down. I know they will sack me, but before I leave, I will burn everything down. And that's what he did. He wanted them to fail. And that is seeking vendetta. It's not good. You don't do like that. That man where he said he's a wicked person, he can kill. And it's the actions are there. Look at his what do you call it? His interviews. And did you see any apology? No. From the way he was talking, he's even trying to fight everybody. We are pointing out your errors to you so that you can change. Rather, you are trying to fight those people who are even trying to point your errors out. You rode on the back of Waldron because that was Waldron's team, and mainly because Ashley Plumter was there. So she could encourage the girls, she could bring them together, and they could go and fight and win. Now that the lady is not there, look at what happened. Everybody is falling down like a pack of cards, and she's not concerned. Look at Okoronkwo. Remember when she took Okoronkwo out? If you watch it, there was no shaking of hands when she was going to sit. If you watch that, and from that instant, I knew that lady would never play again. I knew it would take God's grace to bring her in. Because obviously the lady was probably upset with something. If you watch the way she went to sit down, she just walked by her. There was no greeting, there was nothing like that. And from that match, he never used her. So that tells you somebody who has a hard heart. He doesn't care the feelings and the emotions of Nigeria. The ship is sinking. I will make sure it sinks with everybody. Nobody's going to escape. That's what he did. So in terms of the way forward, it is the presidency alone that can change all these things. If we have somebody who can go and talk to the presidency, just like they did in '94, the previous caller said, everybody who knows what happens. That's why we should look at the history. Anybody who knows. When Babangida and Aikomu took over Nigerian football, especially the national team, they set up a presidential committee. Mike Ume was there. Shegodebami was there. It was Fashanu there. I know these top people were there. So they helped. You get what, on the political aspect and everything like that, they helped. But the presidency intervened. So if we have someone who can go and talk to the presidency and say, these people in NFF, they are not doing us any good. We have a presidency that knows how to play the politics of the game. He will play the politics of the game. They will not ban Nigeria, and Gusso or whatever his name will not even be the president. He will not win the election. But if we don't have anybody to talk to the president to say, please shine your searchlight into the NFF, nothing is going to change. That is it. So as for Falcons, I'm not even pained at all because I know we were not going anywhere. It's time for majority of the players to leave. Majority of the players has to leave. You need to bring in those under 20 and under 17. Look at Nigeria and Benin. You know that these Falcons, they struggle to beat the Benin team. Republic of Benin, they could not beat them easily. And those were the same players that played against our under 17. Some of them played against Nigeria under 17, and the under 17 girls found a way to win. That's why I said, if our coaches are sincere enough, if they inject new, fresh blood into that team, Nigeria is going to do well. But corruption is never going to allow them. You can't. I hear everybody talking about, oh, they don't like foreign born. It's not that they don't like foreign born. They know that they are not going to get money from the foreign born players. They're not going to get they're not going to get no money from them. You understand what I'm saying? They're already established. They are not going to get no money, so they are not going to even use them. They will rather use a player that is not good and watch the team fail and get their money than to use the good players. And you can imagine when you are playing football and you know that, oh, you have a keeper that doesn't know how to keep. Even before you start the match, your hope is lost because you know any shot they fire, the keeper is just going to concede a goal. So it's just like that. We can go on and on and on and on. And it's so sad that our local coaches, number one, they don't develop themselves.
Yes.
They don't try to develop them. They don't do anything about developing themselves. And they like this, they have this air of entitlement. I have played for the national team before, I must be the coach. No, you must prove that you deserve to be the coach, and it has to show from your result. Look at Onigbide in 94. Was Onigbide not a local coach?
Yes.
Onigbide took Yekini, 94, Ivory Coast.
84.
Nigeria came second. In that team, you have, Yekini was there. You had Erinwosu was there. How old was Erinwosu? They were there. Ademona Adesina, this set.
Chibuzo Elogu.
Yes. Good midfield maestro. They were all there. Yes. Fresh from Fregene and so, so if we have a sincere local coach, that sincere local coach will do the job and do the job well and be honest. That's why sometimes people complain, but when I talk about Siasia, when Siasia went to the under-20, the Olympic, do you know what? He went about begging Rivers State governor. He went to look for funds. Remember the match Nigeria played against Ghana?
Yeah.
That made us qualify.
Yeah.
He NFF, no support from NFF, but he found a way to get sponsors for the team. So if we have honest local coaches who are willing to shun corruption and focus on what? Merit. Say, I want to achieve success. They will do it. It's not easy.
Because of time, I don't think, let me just answer you. I don't think it will work again. I don't think so. See.
Why?
Yeah, because it's corruption all over the place.
I will give you example before I let you go. There's a coach. No, all coaches now, they have to give returns to the NFF too.
So that's where the problem is.
So even if the coach is clean, the working condition is not there. For example, now one boy, I won't mention his name because you might still get opportunity for Spygos. He went to the WAFCON under 20. They paid money. He went to under 10, allegedly they paid money too. But when it was time for the World Cup, they asked him to pay 30 million naira. So the coach said, I guess we don't try small too. We cannot. So that type of player lost the chance to play. In fact, go and check them now. The last coach, you see them getting properties. When they are done with they don't get paid though, but they get properties. In fact, one coach that just finished on the 20. If he wants to challenge, he collected money in his account. So if he wants to challenge it now, we can take it up. So I'm just saying. Saying that some of these guys, they are okay. Eguavon, he went on Bila FM and say, I don't want any job. I only want under 20 job. Why is Eguavon chasing an under 20 job?
I know.
Because of the money they get from agents. See, those, I can tell you here for free, those that the system favored in the 1990s. See, Ikpeba was meant to be dropped from 94 World Cup. But because
he fought Western off. Yes, I know. He fought Western off. Because I think Western off wanted to take Kanu in place of Ikpeba or something like that.
Babangida, then they were in the frame.
Yes.
Kano were in the frame.
Yeah. So if Ikpeba fought tooth and nail to enter that US 94 team.
Yes. So,
but he is now the one. They are now in charge, and they are not. Oh my God! I don't just know what to say.
Yeah, that is the problem. They are now in charge, bringing players in. Okay, look at it now. Talk say, oh, tomorrow there's Toby Adepoju. What's it called? Is the 3SC coordinator. The coach accused him that he's fighting him because he did not play his player. So a director of a club also doing agency work. How there's conflict of interest.
Yes.
And it's strange.
This person is a journalist too. He represents the future. So if he's now selling player, where if a player doesn't belong to him, that player will not have chance to play. So and these people represents the future because it's no allegation. The interview is on the internet. Go and check. So my issue is that it's so bad, my brother. It's so
I know.
Bad. It's so bad, and I hope that things will change. But thank you, Mr. Joshua, because of time. Thank you.
That's if the presidency can just intervene, I think we can make a headway. Otherwise, everything is just going to end up crashing, just like that.
Thank you.
And it will extend to the Falconet, it will extend to the Flamingos, because the same thing is going to happen, just like it has happened to the male team. And we will not even be qualifying for anything at all.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Mr. Akande, you are my first final caller. So Mr. Akande, thank you for waiting. Be patient. Thank you.
Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. I've been following you for a while. I think I came across your channel when that lady Ife analyzed the Falcon from A to Z, and that's when I took interest. I know I must follow this channel. Well, I have nothing to say, just to round off, to appreciate what you have done so far, and to thank those callers and those participants that have talked about Nigerian football. And, I know that what is at stake now is that everything football belongs to the people, and if we people did not talk, then we are the one that is feeling the pains now, and the players too. So we need to talk, keep on talking, and we appeal to our ex-footballers. You know, there was a person that Segun Odegbami interviewed about a few months ago after Eric Chell, and the person was able to analyze what is happening in the field of football in terms of technicalities that is involved now, and what coaches supposed to have. And they talk about monitoring of players statistics, how good they are, and all these things came into play. And we can see it here that in this WAFCON, our players are not physically fit. The truth has to be told. And the coach is one of the major problems, because if you cannot give direction to your players on the field, then there's no way you can win the match. So sorry, I don't have light. The light just went off now. So I just want to close everything that we are appealing to all our ex-footballers. They should not allow football to die in Nigeria. They need to take it up. Guso has been a failure, and will continue to be so. They need to take Guso down, because so many accusations are leveled against him. And when he was interviewed on Igu FM by Segun Odegbami, all what he was just talking is just nonsense. It doesn't make sense. So it's to show that the person doesn't have the football acumen to run football administration. He will just get there, just a bit of luck as a sport administrator to politics. So we need our players now to come and be at the head of affair. And you can see how Samuel Eto'o fought his way to Cameroon FA. We want our ex-players to come and do so that all this kind of problem will be solved. And once again, Nigeria will rise again, and all of us will be very happy. Though it has been a bad day for Nigerian football, but we keep on supporting sport. And thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you. All right, thank you. So that is actually what Mr. Akande. So So I have a super chat before I actually would go. So that's a super chat here. Say, that is my brother Greg Ugoji. Said that I Smith Ayazun. It's unfortunate that the NFF have reduced Nigerian football to the lowest stand. Nigeria is gradually becoming a minor in Africa football. NFF chairman must go. I agree. The campaign starts from now. NFF must go. Honestly, so most of the internationals don't have capacity to work to lead the NFF. I also agree with that one too. I also agree with that one, but I have to go now. Yeah, I have to. Henry just join, but let me just give Henry like 2 minutes, maybe 90 seconds to talk. Yeah, I was about to leave.
I beg, don't vex the network. I don't just know
Yeah,
what they do. So I had to
yeah,
log out my phone and log back in.
yeah.
Yeah, but it's very painful what we are seeing, right? It's very, very painful. I listened to the show while I was working. I mean, I heard you say the coach didn't try to resign. If that is true, if that is true, I think he would have gone ahead with that. You understand? Because at the end of the day, the now he is the scapegoat. You understand? So he is a scapegoat. And this is my, if when we've always spoken on Instagram, this has always been my view that if the conditions are not right, leave,
Yes.
leave, leave.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Because at the end of the day, you you did not get friendly matches. You didn't get anything. You didn't get it. They were telling you to select players. You understand? So I'm not trying to play devil's advocate. I'm just saying if that is true, because that's the first time I heard that information. But if that is true, yes, then it's an honorable thing that he wanted to do. But Nigerian coach, I don't know how they managed to convince him to continue. You understand? So for me, he would have gone and not look back, so that the NFF will call Iguavoin to come and coach the girls. Because how would you not set the right condition? How would you not set the right condition? For me, all of this again, the last time we asked who should take the blame for the men not qualifying. Again, gap management again. If there is a gap, you have to fill it. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Don't move on. I mean, that's my own management style. If there's a gap, don't go anywhere until we've solved solve that problem, right? I think it is NFF again. It is the NFF board. I'm not even exonerating the NSC. They are all the same. The same. Not
Mm-hmm.
be the same people fed the NFF.
Yeah.
It's the same.
Yeah, the
So
same thing.
I'm not exonerating any of them. They are to blame. You understand? It is them that did all of this. Number one, if you are selecting players for the coach, you've already defeated the coach. You did not learn your lesson from the Super Eagles. You kept on selecting players. You wanted Odega to be there. You wanted your girls to be there. Why? Why did you do that? Number two, set the right condition for the coach. The friendly games that they did not organize, they would have, they did that thing for the Super Eagles, will bring only 20 players, three home base. It is this
Mm-hmm.
same administration that did it. In this, for these girls, they will say bring only 7 foreign police players. When you know all the successful players are abroad, you understand? So they were now rationing tickets. Who should we invite so that the media should not speak up? Okay, invite Alozie. She's there. Everybody likes her. So if you don't invite her, people will ask questions. Invite. He did not invite Jamilusi throughout. I don't know if he invited all those friendly games. He invited her.
No.
I not see say invite her more. None of it. So these things, they did it for the men. They did it for the women. Thirdly, the things the NFF are refusing to do, speak to the public and answer questions. You understand? Call press conference when you want to call a list. Simple, so that you solve that problem of. So we want to know if the coach is the one selecting the list, but they will not do that. You understand? So I will not go past the NFF again. I think the NFF has failed. We need to get them out. I think one of these days you guys should do a session and inform people how to go and take their state FA forms, like for NFF, and become members of you. If you guys can do that, that would be very good. Educate people so that people in Nigeria that are interested. I think there are people that will do a better job, that love football. You understand, that want to help Nigerian football grow. They'll do a better job at both the state level, and they'll select it. Maybe if, you understand. So because with all of this happening, it's so sad. You understand? When I was watching the girls today, I was watching the match. It was so poor. You understand? They could not move the ball. But again, before I will now start looking at any of those things, I have to first talk about NFF. You understand? Where I would blame the coach is this conditioning, player conditioning, very relaxed on the job. You understand? It's like you don't care. You are just relaxed. Oh, are you telling me that you did not know that some of your players were not fit before coming? You don't even know the club that they were playing. All of this, and now you are now learning in the tournament. You should have quit. You should have even gone. You should just resign and leave your legacy that you won one AFCON. Everybody will be remembering you like that. Madugu won one AFCON. You should have just resigned.
I think the reason why they had to call him back was there's no pro coach that can take them. Nobody with
Okay.
that certificate.
It is them now. Madugu, then the NFF president should go and coach them if there's no pro coach. Because you see, this is what you know how Nigeria can set you up. If you have been in a Nigerian setting, whether not church or the rest, they can set their leadership up for failure, so that everybody will blame you. I'm not saying he's not to blame. I cannot say that, right? Because I saw the football that was played. You understand? But at the end of the day, he has an excuse. I did not get the right friendly games. I didn't get it. You should quit. Quit. Don't. That's my own thing. In 2022 or 2021, the one we lost against Ghana, I said the same thing when we spoke. If someone is changing your list before a game, you should immediately resign. You will not be on the bench on that day, so that people will know that you resigned. Don't
But
help the
the issue is
NFS.
that when they leave, I have to be honest with you because they tell them that if you are leaving, you're not coaching Nigeria again.
Is it them that will do it? But they will not be in the board forever now. You understand?
Just like this guy.
There was a time Galadima was there. There was a time many Amos Adamus and the likes. They never come up now. Are we not bringing those coaches in that time? Are we not bringing them again?
Yeah, just like the under 20 that went to Argentina, then they had issues with payment. So the according to Osasova Joanna, the
I
said
saw
gang
it.
went to threaten them. Nobody should talk. So those guys became very scared. Even the same thing too. During the meeting, the Falcons player that spoke, that stood up to discuss, to all their points. Those girls, they did not select them again. Players like Tony Payne. Tony Payne had issues.
I know, yes. Tony Payne just came back and
just
Oluwehi,
yes,
any
had
of them
issues.
that
Even
speak up, yes.
Ashley Plumter actually had issues too then, and also who else again had issues. Even the captain had issues too. So a lot.
But that's the thing. And that's the thing we should learn to do in Nigeria. When you are working with Nigerians, whether you like it or not, that's what Sunday Olise did. Don't allow, so that they would not label you as no, just quit. Make sure you are quitting before anything. Don't try to save them. Don't save the NFF.
The issue is
You
that
won't get the job anymore. It's okay.
there's no other job for this man. That's the problem.
But he has a farm now. Is he not making money from there? Farm. There's money in farming.
There's money in farming, and you got like 50 million to invest in it because Adamawa State government also gave him 50 million naira.
Good. He would have left with a good legacy of one WAFCON,
yes.
and that's a good legacy. People will remember him for that. You understand?
Than this.
Yeah, but on the day on the field of play, I mean, the selection. You see, eventually you played Francisca Odega, that hasn't played enough games in the season. No, this is what we are saying now. If it was even me that was the coach, I would have played Shukurat Issa and played Ogbonna so that everybody will see them. Because I would so that the whole world will see them and see the people that
Yeah.
is it not them that want to play
Yeah.
football? Put them.
Yeah, before I let you go, because that's the first point, I want to ask you a question. Cameroon went with majority local based players. We have a stronger league than
Than
Cameroon.
Cameroon. Yeah, because Cameroon number one goalkeeper used to keep for Rivers Angels. The former,
Before the
yeah,
former one.
the
This
former
one
one.
now plays at home, but because now she's got moved to Benfica.
Oh, did she sign or has she played one season already?
No, she just signed.
Okay, I
She's not
think
played.
okay,
She's
yeah.
going to go this season.
I know Naomi Eto'o is in PSG.
She on loan to Sassuolo.
Oh, so she's a
On
very
loan to
good player.
Sassuolo. Very good player.
If you saw her the under 20, you know that she's a very good
Yeah,
player,
but
power forward.
so because the only home based player picked was Fatima Aloko. What they were saying is that she's the most beautiful girl in the home base. They should select her. I say that is not the criteria. The most beautiful girl, you should. That's why I say this journalist, apart from the NFF, they're also killing Nigerian football.
Yeah, journalism. Yeah.
Yes, they're also projecting what is not.
Mm-hmm.
What is it? Tell us about what she's doing, not TikTok.
Yeah.
She's the
Tell
most
us about
beautiful
the
girl.
games. The
Yeah,
games
tell us
she's
about the
playing.
games.
Yeah. Yeah. And how she's. I heard she's. I think you first said it. I don't follow the home based league. I hardly follow a lot of women football in terms of league. But I heard they said she was the best goalkeeper in the league too, right?
Yeah.
So
She
maybe
was the
that's
best goalkeeper
at
in the league,
least.
but I don't lie to you. That was part of the package.
No, that was part of the package. Okay.
Yeah,
At least
because
there's some justification for that, but nonetheless, the
I think we
league
should
is
have more
going
than
down.
one home based player.
But the league in the past we used to have very good league players, but in this, Europe hasn't started their league by then, right? Now they've started. There's a lot more demand for all of the good players around the world. So you have to look at that place if you want to be the best player, right?
Yes.
So now it has evolved a bit. It has changed, and the NFF don't want to change with it. They want to do, part of why the NFF runs their business is like this is because in the past it used to work. You understand? It's not as if it has changed, but the times has changed. You can no longer do business like that. And you said it when you were talking to the other guy. You can no longer demand money from coaches. Coaches cannot be giving taking money from players anymore. You understand? Now every member of your team must be justified. You understand? Because look at all the best coaches in the world. They use their full squad. They have, they know why every player is there, and every player must be counted. You understand? So you cannot. The only thing that you cannot do is maybe third choice goalkeeper. But if you get two red card, third choice goalkeeper, they will call him. You understand? So now you can't do that anymore. Business has changed for football. The NFF don't want to evolve. They don't want to do things straightforward. You understand? This NFF president has been doing business as if he wants the North to be equal to the South in Nigeria. You understand? You see the movement. This is the body language of the NFF president, with all due respect. You understand? Because the coaches that they are hiring at all age grade, you can see it. It's like they want to, they have a vendetta. And the vendetta is to make sure the North is also good in football. I mean, you're not a regional leader. You are an NFL president. You should be looking at appointing the best coach in the country. You understand? Yeah, I even dare say itself. I don't think we're even getting the best home based players, like you said. We're not
I don't think we're
getting
getting the
even
best.
for both. Yeah, we're not also hiring the best home based coaches. Yes, we are not doing that. So that's why some people will come and support home base. because they feel that if you give the best, you understand. I think we need a system that values merit, that values competence. If we keep doing the reason that's why Onazi felt I can go get into the Super Eagles. A player playing in Bangladesh want to get into the Super Eagles.
Yeah.
You understand?
So,
For me, any player that is not playing in Europe, that's not playing in the top league, for example, and there is another player in that position competing. You understand? Competing for that position in the top is no brainer. You don't even the player should even know that my position don't go. My position don't go like this.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, but
Thank you. I have to jump on that.
Sure, no problem. Thank you
All
very
right.
much.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you, Henry. Thank you. That's actually what's passion from Henry. So, guys, the girl joined Benfica this year, February. Joined Benfica in February. So I think she's played one game or so as a sub. So she joined Benfica in February this year. So, guys, Nigeria out for me. This is the lowest he can actually get, and I think that he cannot get lower than this. If you have platform here, guys, I don't know how many people like the video. Guys, if you have platform, please say something about it. The NFF must not continue. Honestly, you like football, I like football. Please, the NFF should not continue. Honestly, if not, our football is dead. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Coach Obi. Safe trip to Dublin. Also, thank you to everyone for joining. Wish you the very best of luck. Our WAFCON coverage is over. Thank you. See you next one. God bless you. God bless Nigeria and God bless Africa. Thank you.
Dance football for the love of the game.